Hey, we're officially live. Everyone should be able to see us and hear us now.
Hello.
Let's go ahead and check those mics. Hello.
Hello.
Something like that. Something like that.
I think that was our best yet.
All right, yeah.
Getting better.
If we ever get together in the same place,
What a day
I am getting a piano, I am hitting out the keys, and we're going to nail it.
What a day to be hoarse. I've been running around 12-hour set days yelling at the top of my lungs the past week, and I'm just, oh my gosh. But hey, here we are. Sounds like everyone's mics are on. Chat, please let us know if anyone's muted, anyone's frozen. We'll get that fixed right away. Sometimes little glitches happen along the way. But yeah, this is our weekly Cyberpunk Red gameplay we do right here every Thursday for Syrinscape. Before I get into explaining the team and do a little recap on the previous session and we get into today's session and continue the current campaign, let's do like we always do. Let's first go around the table. Everyone introduce yourself. Let people know where they can find you online, and then introduce your character as well. Ellen, start it off.
What a surprise. Thank you for the honor. I am Ellen, or if you follow me on Twitter, I am Ellen K. Graham1, and I'm 50 people away from getting 1,000 followers on Twitter. So if you haven't followed me, please do it again, because my mental health is so linked to my social media presence. So don't let me down. And I am also a creator and performer for the Any Winning Variety TTRPG podcast, Roll to Cast. That's ROLE to Cast, with the lovely Phil, who sits, oh, he's on my side now. I can't figure out directions.
Other side. This
there
way.
You go. Yep. This way. Yay. Hey, Phil.
Hey, Phil is all around us.
That's right. Phil is in the air. And each season of our podcast is a different game system. So there's something for everyone. We've played through 7 different game systems at this point. So if you want something kid-friendly, check out our latest season, Avatar Legends. If you want something grim and dark and gritty, we've got a lot of that. We've got The Witcher. We've also got Cyberpunk 2020 and our Cyberpunk Red season, which I'm guessing is a game that you like. So check that out. Subscribe. And when you subscribe and listen, make sure that you rate and review it on Apple or Spotify, wherever you listen to it, because that really helps us out. And if you're in Ghana, Yeta, or Adelaide, I'm going to be in a live D&D show on the 9th of November called Big Crit Energy. Had to make sure I didn't mess that up. Live on Syrinscape. That's right, Big Crit Energy, hosted by the lovely Lou Boffin. And it's going to be really fun. And I, today, am playing Ali Katz, the Arasaka representative of your dreams.
It's true. Rocket.
Hi, everybody. I am, as always, Rocket Fox, your second favorite person. And as of next week, you will be able to find me over on Cyber Nation Uncensored. That's right. I am starting a show next week. And if you like weird stuff and just a lot of strange things, you will want to be there. And you do. You know you like it. You're here. You're one of us. So...
Oh
no.
She's turned into a mic stand? Oh no.
Into a,
It looks like a pop filter.
yeah, is that
Rocket! You've turned into a pop filter.
Has she been a mimic
no.
Has she been a mimic this whole time? Has she been?
Yeah,
so.
I think so.
I think she's
It's been
or a shapeshifter. Udahime in chat says it's magic.
It is, yeah. Wow, the high production value that we bring, you guys.
Just stick your face under there.
I think the system.
Stick your face under there and talk to us.
It looks like it might have fallen over on her. It looks like it
no.
crashed.
Looks like she has a dual camera set up for doing art or something.
There it is. Yeah.
She did. She
Oh,
finally
muted.
fully went into
Muted.
it.
Now you're muted.
That's right. So, if you're curious about my setup, you're gonna want to come see me. It's gonna be real exciting. So yeah, but otherwise, go to all the Rocket Fox places. I'm a lot of times on Instagram, Instagram, the gram, where I've been showing a lot more of my work, my art, things like that. And yeah, as far as tonight goes, I will be playing Hades, who is very sad right now, given everything going on.
Very true. Phil.
Yeah.
Hello, I am Phil. I am at Scruff on the socials. That's SKKRUF. So yeah, follow me on Twitter there. I am also part of Rollcast with the lovely Ellen, who sits across from me. Yeah, apart from the great podcast that we do, we also do a monthly live stream over on our YouTube channel. So yeah, do follow our YouTube channel. It happens on the last weekend of the month, so it's coming up real fast. We're doing something a bit spooky. So we're doing Dark Heresy for a nice, dark, grim finish to October this month. So it should be lots of fun. And that is chosen from a selection by our Bonza tier patrons. So yeah, if you this is me encouraging you, if you support some artists who have a Patreon, do consider signing up at least, for a couple of months, help them out, help them keep going. It really, really helps them out a lot. And I'm also going to be doing a little bit more on Cybernation Uncensored myself. We've got the return of the GM Roundtable with Rob, and I will be discussing a player agency and how to remove it from them. I mean, give it to them. And also we've got the brilliant dark fantasy of Shadows of Estron coming up at the end of the month as well. Very excited to don my hood and my dark makeup for that as well. So yeah, keep an eye out for all that good stuff. But today I'm playing Bud, a solo who just doesn't like any of this.
And Brandon.
Hello, I'm Brandon Perkins, also known as DM_Brando, and I'm here to let you know that I am with Cybernation Uncensored as a member of the production team. I am so excited to be a part of this,
Hey.
To be hanging out with all of these amazing people. But yeah, that is my streaming home, so if you're looking to find me in the future, that's where you're going to find me. And today I am playing Rush, the Fixer, who is so tired of Arasaka, he just wants to blow up the whole dang building.
Very, very true. And hey, I'm Rob Mulligan. I'm the game master here every week, but I'm also the founder of Cybernation Uncensored. You've heard Rockette and Brandon both mention it. They've recently teamed up and joined us. Cybernation Uncensored is pretty much a community for all kinds of content, from gameplay streams to tutorials. Lots of new series and streams coming. We do all kinds of live streams on the Cybernation Uncensored Twitch channel, and then we VOD on our YouTube channel, and then everything goes to the podcast. So make sure you follow and subscribe anywhere you see Cybernation Uncensored. We have a really active Discord as well as Twitter. We would appreciate the follow and joining our community. We have lots of casting calls and all kinds of stuff. Lots of gameplay coming up. And thank goodness we have all these awesome content creators and partners and producers joining the brand at this time, because I recently picked up a gig working with Hulu and the series Everyone is Doing Great. You can see it on Hulu and on Paramount Plus. And man, I am on set 12 hours a day, like 5-6+ days a week from now until December 23rd. So I want to make the announcement that I will not be here through the holidays. I will be returning after the first of the year to continue on with Team Syrinscape. We're going to do today's session next week. Make sure you don't miss it. You're going to want to see where this campaign is going. And then after that, we're going to have some special streams. I'm not going to make an announcement yet. We're still kind of working out some of the details. But there will be some special streams coming on the Syrinscape channel. So don't fret. Just because I'm dipping out to do some filmmaking, the team will continue on. Some special things might happen. So yeah, stay tuned for all that good stuff. All right, let's see here. Let's do a little...
I mean, I've pitched for my mum to run a session. So people in
Nice.
chat, if you want my mum, who's never played a role-playing game in her life,
Let's do it.
What
Let's
if
see
we
what
just
happens.
have-
For
step
a very
in us here.
cyberpunk Christmas.
We could have all of our
Right.
moms take over for our characters and just.
Oh, that'd be good, yeah.
let
oh
them
my
loose.
god.
It'd be
Oh
good.
my
turn
God,
turn it
yes.
into like a bridge. You know, like a game of bridge or Uno or what do they play? The senior?
Cyberpunk oldies.
They'll do some bingo. They'll do some cyberpunk
Who
bingo.
are you talking about? My mom will get on here
Senior
and shoot
citizen-
everyone in the face.
Senior citizen cyberpunk bingo. That's what I'm feeling. No, but anyways, check it out. So stay tuned. Today's session will continue on the current campaign, which is brainwash, lather, rinse, and repeat. Next week we'll continue that, and then after that, some special episode streams, maybe even some other gameplay stuff. I've heard some rumors Syrinscape might be cooking up some weird stuff as well. So just stay tuned. Don't worry, things are just changing a little bit during the holidays, and then we'll be right back. So, but yeah, let's get into today's campaign. A little mini recap. The team, if you haven't been watching the past few campaigns, the past few seasons, make sure you check that out on the Syrinscape YouTube channel. All the VODs are there. This team has been through a lot. Some of them getting brainwashed, the other ones playing along. I mean, they've pretty much been in bed with Arasaka, having to do their bidding and just kind of play it safe. They had to do some missions and things, found out it didn't really happen after they all kind of died and went through the ringer and some absolute hell trying to escape Arasaka. Real emotional session for me and the players, everyone watching. It was just chaos as one by one they were being taken out and then all woke up in the brain dance from seasons ago. So now here they are playing along once again, as that was an example to show them what could happen if they try all their resources to get out and fight their way out of Arasaka. Kind of a nice example. But Ali, unfortunately, is brainwashed by Arasaka, as the rest of the team is not, and just kind of playing along. So they're back in Night City. The mission is they pretty much have to follow this tracer back to Mikoshi, getting back to the original system in the Arasaka building in the hot zone to extract this AI Nova 3. So basically this AI that they have to get is somewhere in the system. They have to extract it. They have a special sort of transport drive that they have to put it on, that's in a case, along with 20,000 eddies that Rush has in his possession for this gig, for resources, pay, whatever need be. They have to go do this gig. So they've got the tracer. They're back in Night City. Just got in the night before, all went to their respective homes and got some rest, sleep, restored some HP if they needed to. I don't think they needed to. They've been pretty much chilling and brain dance for the past few seasons. So everyone's back to normal. Rush got to get back to his wife, who's now in this McMansion in the exec zone put up by Arasaka. That part's real. And yeah, let's take it from there. Let's maybe,
Is it though?
let's say, well, we'll see where things are headed. We'll see how this ends up. But yeah, ultimately, let's take it from there. Let's bring up some Syrinscape City sounds first and foremost.
Yes, Syrinscape.
Yep, and make sure
Syrinscape.
everyone takes a moment, to follow and subscribe to Syrinscape. I mentioned the VODs on their YouTube. We're live here every Thursday, but they also have all kinds of fun videos that Ben puts out about their sound sets. They make sound sets for pretty much every game system you can think of. If they don't have the official license for it, they have things that you can mix, match, and make work for your system. It's amazing. It automatically randomizes. It plays in your browser now. So check it out. Free to sign up and give it a test run. It's awesome, and it's the reason we're here every week. Also, consider giving the Twitch channel a share. Let people know we're live and to tune in. We would appreciate the help, kind of giving this stream a boost. All right, cool. Let's start off right where we left off. Everyone kind of waking up in their homes, getting their ish together, getting through their morning rituals. And let's say maybe, Arasaka knows that you're back, you got rest, it's time to kind of start up the gig. So as Rush wakes up, he's got a message waiting that Bayou, his driver, has already went out to pick up his teammates and bring them back so they can get started on their mission. He had direct orders from Arasaka. So he drove around to each one of your locations, picking you up in Rush's limo. And his driver pretty much got you back into the exec zone, back to Rush's place, as all three of you enter the McMansion for the first time, right? I mean, you've been there, but was that even real? You know, so
Does it look the same though? Is it backward?
Oh yeah,
What do we
no.
expect here?
Real.
Just like when you came out of the brain dance in the Arasaka building, you enter the McMansion. Bayou opens the door, and it's exactly as you saw it in the brain dance, except mirror image. Everything seems to be reversed. Kitchen is now off to this side. The stairs going up on this side. You know, it's a little bit reversed, but feels similar. It makes you a little bit dizzy when you enter. All these moments of kind of flashing between the reality and what you thought was reality are still a little cloudy as you shake it off. But you enter the McMansion as Rush is standing there in the living room. You can see Cypher's, we'll say, in the kitchen, cooking up some or doing some dishes from the breakfast that they just had, just kind of cleaning up. Welcomes you, nods, says hi as you all step in by you. Just kind of goes off into a side room, maybe his room office, and Rush is standing in the living room as the team meets up. I'll let you all take it from there.
This seems familiar.
Yeah. Strangely familiar.
It's backwards again. I hate this. Why would you do that? Why wouldn't you just make it forward the whole time? Like, right is right, left is left. Why is that not the case right now?
I don't know.
Why are we doing the
Everything's
same mission as we did before, just with slight variations?
Was that gonna be backwards too?
Probably.
Well, I guess they
Yeah.
gave us a trial run, right?
How do we know this
Yeah.
isn't a trial?
I don't know anything.
That's right.
Well,
What if it's the same thing with slightly different variables, so they can learn something else about Night City and the people we know here?
Well, they keep running us through until we get it perfect. I don't know.
well, either way, we've not got many choices, right? We have to act like it's real, so we're gonna do a job. We're gonna do it to the best of our abilities, so that we
Yeah, but I'm
hopefully
not
don't
gonna
have to
like
do
it. You
again.
can't make me like it.
All right.
I'm not saying you have to like it. I'm saying
Good,
that
because I
you have
don't.
to-
I hate this.
It's for the Eddies, Jews. Let's just remember the Eddies. It's
They're not real Eddies.
And remembering here, just a GM pause moment that, you're getting paid, you get the money, 20 eddies, that's awesome. It's in the case. You can use it to do the job, whatever's left, keep what, it's a big pay for this.
I have the shopping list.
You did get the nice shopping list thing done from Arasaka. You can continue a shopping list with the pay, but also let's remember
It's hard to be excited
let's-
when I don't know if it's real.
exactly. Well, not only that, but you're faking the brainwash at least around Arasaka and playing nice to not get offed, and you know how dangerous Arasaka can be. So let's role play that in, and let's also remember that Allie isn't saying let's play along. She has drank the Kool-Aid, so let's not forget that Allie to you. You're doing the job for your company, and this is great, and they're paying you, and now you're finally stepping up to this caliber of corporations, and you like Arasaka, so let's not forget that too. All right, let's get back to
She's
it.
just outnumbered, though.
Yeah, outnumbered, but let's not she's still
Well,
brainwashed.
speaking of Eddies, let's divide up these stacks, huh? It's 5K each right now.
Isn't that deducted from what we want to buy?
Well, from what's left to buy, I suppose. I actually don't know how much is left that Arasaka didn't cover.
I know you have
From our
20K.
Oh yeah, because we just rated. Oh, that's right. We just rated
Yeah,
their
Yeah.
They just gave us
Yeah.
inventory. Yeah.
Okay, I wasn't sure if we still had to buy the spider bot and stuff.
No. They gave you that inventory to use for your gig. It's kind of like checking it out of their
Excellent.
inventory. You got to bring it back, that sort of thing. But yeah, you got all those things that you checked out, and then you have the 20K for whatever.
Yeah,
Think
5K
about
each.
it.
Sorry about that. How's it going, Hades?
5K.
So if we have to bring these things back, such as Spiderbot, who I have named Charlotte, are we supposed to bring them back in one piece? I mean, Rush,
Yeah.
you're in charge of all of this, so
I would assume so. Otherwise, it's probably going to come out of that 5K eddies.
Don't they have insurance?
Probably.
I bet they make so much more if we destroy it. I'm just saying.
Oh, you mean more spider drones, not more money?
No, from the insurance. That's how it works.
I mean, I
Pretty sure
I
that's
don't
how it
think
works.
let's try our best to keep Charlotte in one piece. And if not, the important thing is that the job gets done, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Speaking
Because,
of One
like-
Piece, you got my flash my Trauma Team card. Just to remind everyone we got Trauma Team subscriptions.
Oh, I remember
Thank
that.
goodness for that. See? Doesn't this feel good? Knowing that we're not gonna die in some hole under some rubble in the hot zone?
I just think we're gonna die over and over again until we get it right. I think this is our purgatory.
We're saying the same thing
I don't know.
here,
I just
bud.
had some.
Let's
put
get
it
it
this way, I
right.
had some bad dreams. I'm feeling pretty unsettled by everything.
Yeah, that's pretty normal, right?
Every time we go through this, I make progress on Elflines and it gets wiped, and I'm just not happy about it. Okay.
Hades is gonna reach
Well-
over and pinch Bud really hard.
I'm waking up. Nah, I didn't.
I mean, you know what they say about pinching? We never tried to pinch ourselves last time.
Wait.
That's true.
Slap you.
Hey!
I mean, what the hell, bud?
Ow! No, I didn't wake up either! This is awful.
Yeah. Okay, we're going back to the drawing board, I guess.
Yeah. Quick question before we get down to business. Is Pox looking for the car, or have we not done that yet?
Oh shoot! Where's was
it's
Pox-
hard to keep it all straight.
Wait, we've rescued him, right? That did happen?
Yeah, I hope so. God, I hope so.
When did-
still be out.
When did
Should
we
we shoot
call
him
him?
Let's hang on. Let's shoot him a message, and we can figure it out from there. Oh god! What if we never got Pox? He's still in the hot zone. Oh no!
Who? I'm sorry, Allie. Who is Pox? No.
the fear that you forgot to feed your pets.
I think somebody should.
Should I? I can call him.
You call
He
him.
likes
He
you
likes
Yeah,
best
if,
of all.
if Allie, if you're doing that, yeah, go for it.
I'm just really worried that we didn't get Pox at all. Yeah. Pox,
Hey,
you there?
Allie, where have you?
Hey.
Where have you all been? I've been calling for like the past days. I got the car back, and like all of your phones have been going straight to voicemail. I haven't left any messages. Like we talked about long ago. Like, you know, it's if something like that ever happens, something's wrong possibly. Like, but I've been calling. I was just about to
Yeah.
tell Jones and the boy. Now you're calling. What
No,
happened?
no.
Where have you been?
So sorry. Yeah, so sorry about that, Pax. We've just been on a gig in Tokyo. Just, you know, super secret stuff, and we essentially lost a few weeks there.
Oh.
With no service, let's say. But we're all good. Everyone's here. Everyone say hi to Pox.
Hi.
Hey, Pox.
I'll just put him on speaker. Yeah, there you go. There's the gang.
Hi.
So sorry that we didn't call you back. What
We
do you
asked
remember? Yeah, what was the last thing that we said to you?
What
I
year
mean-
is it?
Not crazy at all.
You guys are
Sorry.
really making me nervous here. Like, what happened to you guys in Tokyo? I mean, I got the car. I've got it back. We've got it at the
awesome.
shop.
Did
It's,
awesome.
yeah. I mean, let me
Yeah.
tell you, it barely runs. I mean, the guys got it going. But you might want to take this to a mechanic or like a Nomad family or someone that knows about this stuff, because you know, this thing was, like I said before, buried. I mean, buried in sand.
How did
Yeah,
you
but
get
it
out?
does run.
Yeah, it runs. You'll see. I won't even tell you. You'll see when you get it going. But yeah, it runs.
Yeah,
Uh,
amazing. Well,
I mean,
thank
that's
you.
pretty precious in Night City.
Yeah.
Yeah. Thanks so much, Pox, and sorry that we were radio silent there for a bit. That
I'm
might
not-
happen again. Okay. Well, we're just we're doing some gigs, and
Okay.
you know how it is.
Yeah. I guess, but yeah, I guess hit me up if you need
Yeah.
anything. Again, I'm glad you all are all right. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, just
Hey.
keep yourself safe there, Pox, because we worry about you.
Hey, Pox. Before you go, you were in that brain dance, right? The Sanguinettis had you in like a looping brain dance, right?
Yeah,
That was you.
Yeah, remember you guys
Could you
saved
tell
me.
that you were in? Could you tell that you were just going around and around doing the same thing, or did it seem like? Did it seem like one continuous kind of experience?
I mean, it seemed real. I don't know about a continued experience or anything, but well, I mean, hindsight's always 2020. I mean, looking back now, I'm like, why every time a song came into play, it was like the same song? Like, why did everything taste like chicken? Why did there was a couple things that were a little off that like I didn't see till after I was out, but
Things being mirrored, that kind of stuff.
yeah, mirrored.
Yeah,
Yeah, I was back
that's
at
what I thought.
Yeah, I was back at the base, and they were trying to talk to me about our sourcing stuff because of doing inventory at the with Jones and the guys at 6th Street, and yeah, the warehouse was like mirrored, and the guys were like, "No, we just kind of moved things around, and it didn't make sense." Yeah, why?
Ooh.
Why?
Oh, no reason. No reason.
Just some brain dance stuff I've been working on.
Oh.
Yeah, don't worry about it, Pox. We're just glad that we're able to talk to you after such a long time, and yeah, thank you so much for getting Bud's baby. And we'll find a time to get it from you when we're not so busy.
Okay.
And thanks for not being in trouble when we called you. We're a bit busy.
Yeah.
Yeah, no problem. I'll try to stay out of trouble from now on.
Okay. All right. Bye, Pox.
All right, bye guys.
He's not going to stay out of trouble from now on.
Well, no.
He's in a he's in a gang. What I mean, trouble's
We're
kind of
all
what they
in
do.
gangs. Come on.
Yeah, and we're in the biggest gang of all right now.
Okay.
Oh.
Well, it's not a gang because it's a reputable company.
Oh, you
Okay.
meant that. I thought you, but I thought you meant right here in the house.
Speaking of, Rush, how did your breakfast taste this morning?
Chicken? Did it taste like chicken?
I mean, kinda, yeah.
What were you having?
Chicken flavored kibble.
Okay, well, that rules that out. Also, just a big thank you, Brandon, for the yes and there. I was hoping that you would be eating chicken. Either way, I think we have to put some ground rules. I don't think it matters if this is a brain dance or not. Like you said, it's probably a thing to make sure that the job goes perfectly. So if you want to feel like you're not in a brain dance anymore, we just have to do this job perfectly.
I think
Brain
it's
dance
more
or no?
likely it's intelligence gathering, because that first round told them everything they might want to know about the Pacifica Confed.
Well,
But they also had created that. They clearly know a lot about it because, I mean, we.
Well,
thought
that
it
or they're
was-
pulling it out of our own heads. I don't know. We just spoke to Pox, like they wouldn't have got him, but if it's pulling it out of our own consciousness.
I think we're getting too into the weeds here. Does
Yeah.
this really matter?
I don't know.
Because
Yeah, me
It
neither,
shouldn't-
huh?
it shouldn't affect our actions moving forward. We should just get this done.
Yeah.
That's a good point. All right.
Thank you. I make them sometimes.
More
we've
than
already-
sometimes.
We've already done our shopping, so I think we're just about ready.
Yeah.
We just have to make the move and go in.
They're
Yeah.
dropping us off? No? I can't remember.
I think
I think
Bayou's
they
going to
are.
drop us off, but we haven't organized any dune buggies, so to speak, this time around.
No.
Uh,
Should we? They weren't. They were kind of helpful for covering a lot of ground, but then
Got us
in
like
the end, we
halfway
just
there,
kind
right?
of ditched them. Yeah,
We did leave those there.
we did.
No, we
Well,
didn't,
no,
because
you
they're
didn't.
not real.
It didn't really happen.
Yes.
In the game, we left them there.
Oh my god. Yes, but if this is preparing for if that gave us any information about how we proceed after this, maybe it means that we don't bother with the June buggies and we just see if he can get us any closer.
How close could he get, though? It's pretty bad.
Yeah, the hot zone's just a big mess.
Could we get one that could fit? Could we just get one that could fit all of us? Squeeze?
I mean, it did kind of work last time. Let's try it again.
Okay.
I mean, none of us got injured from that. So
Just think you'll have 5k to go towards your hunk of metal. And maybe that could be our next ticket in. Don't you want a nice shiny,
Not if it's
piece?
not real, Allie.
Yeah,
I
but
don't
then-
know if any of this is real.
But then the 5,000 eddies aren't real, so you're spending not real money on not real stuff.
It's not satisfying.
I beg to differ. I think spending.
I don't want a car that
lots
tastes
of-
like chicken.
Well, don't eat the car then. Seems pretty.
Metaphorically speaking, it's not my forte, okay?
Okay, if you had no idea that this was a brain dance, you wouldn't even be questioning it. You would just be enjoying it.
Oh, okay.
So-
I'll start to enjoy it. Thanks, Ellie.
Yeah, suddenly you
Come
hear.
on.
This is gonna be fun.
Yeah, as you're talking, suddenly you hear, Rush, you hear the doorbell go off from your front entrance in some like traditional Japanese song pattern that Arasaka's pre-programmed into your McMansion. But it goes off, and within just seconds, Bayou comes out of his room, going to the front door and taking care of it. But you hear that.
Was that Frere Jacques just now?
I don't think so.
I thought it was chopsticks.
Oh.
Maybe.
Fine.
What is it? What is it? Sakura? Sakura.
Yeah.
Sakura. That one.
Yeah.
Alice Sakura, you
Oh,
cultured swine.
Okay, well,
forgive me, I'm
let's.
sorry.
What do you think will happen if we just go off script? We just don't do it.
Then we'll probably have
Like-
to do it again somehow.
Like, what if we go somewhere they wouldn't expect us to go because then they wouldn't have programmed it into the brain dance?
Yeah, right.
Let's
Let's
don't
let's
wanna
get
keep-
the buggy, and then once we're on our own, go somewhere else. See what happens.
Bayou steps
No.
into your group right now and leans into you,
Oh,
Rush.
hello.
I'm sorry, sir. There's some people at the door for you, please.
These are the neighbors again?
Maybe.
Oh no.
All right.
Let's
I'm
just
gonna
see who
go-
it is.
Check it out. You guys got my back.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, we
Yeah,
got
I
your
mean,
back.
if it's the HOA, good luck.
Hades goes into hiding.
All right. I'll go to the door.
Yeah, you go to the door. Yeah, it's open. You can see two, maybe middle age, like mid-30s, late 20s, mid-30s. Some women standing there. A young man. They look kind of like mid-exec, kind of yuppie outfit, like casual wear for the day, but you can tell that exec sort of vibe. One of the girls has a plate full of muffins. And they're standing there smiling as you
What?
walk up, and one of the girls says, "Hi, I'm Karen. I brought you some muffins." And I'm Cindy. We're the neighborhood welcoming committee. And the guy in the back says, "I'm Dan. Could we just have a moment?"
If it's a plate of muffins, then just up from in front of Rush, just whoop, Hades takes the. Oh my goodness! Well, it is so nice to meet you, neighbors. Here, let me just take this away from you. I wouldn't want you to spill any of them anywhere. Rush,
Yeah.
why don't you have a conversation with these nice people? Just kind of takes the muffins.
Yeah,
one
she
side.
hands them,
Strategy
smiling.
here.
"Oh,
Do we
welcome to
try
the
and
neighborhood.
out-weird them?
Thanks. Welcome to the neighborhood. It's nice. So we're the welcoming committee." And then Dan leans in. Yes. We just have a moment. We just wanted to introduce ourselves and welcome you to the neighborhood. You just moved in.
Yup. Like just.
Oh, nice.
News travels fast, huh?
Oh yeah, no, we see when they were building it up and moving them in. I mean, well, they put these things in within days, but yeah, we knew someone was coming. We were just wanted to kind of introduce ourselves, and he's kind of like looking past you, Rush. You can tell he's like seeing past you. As the other two females are just kind of smiling, looking at you. What are the rest of you? And Hades off to the side, probably eating some muffins, doing her own thing. What's Bud and Allie
in her
doing?
pockets.
I'm kind of watching Rush for like a signal if he needs saving.
Yeah, I've got my hand on my pistol.
Signal? Is that the signal?
Nice.
What's the signal?
And Rush?
We didn't agree on one.
There was a time. They came so fast.
I'm very uncomfortable in this situation because I'm
Okay.
used to dealing with edge runners and you know, the high and low of Night City, but not necessarily the yuppie side
Yeah.
of Night City. So I'm really uncomfortable around these people. Thank you so much for coming by and saying hello.
I might lean in.
Hello back.
To Rush and just
Yeah.
like whisper in its ear, how much do you care if these people think you're really weird and you become the talking point of the neighborhood?
Oh, they're gonna be talking. Don't worry.
Give me a
Okay,
give me a stealth, Allie.
Okay. I would like to also bring up that we have 5+2s left over from last session.
Well, this seems like a great opportunity.
Plus twos. They're not real.
None of it. None of it's
It's
real.
simulated plus
Sirenscape.
twos.
None of this is real.
The sound effects aren't real. Sirenscape's not a real program.
It turns out that Sirenscape is Arasaka.
Dun dun da da.
Yeah, you
Okay,
lean in
it's a
and
22.
whisper, and right after you say that, and Rush kind of, replies back like, go for whatever. The guy who is just, saying, yeah, no, we're here to welcome. That we notice you. I assure you, you don't have to do anything to impress us or make us think any differently. Honestly, we're just here to welcome you. He kind of looks at you a little odd, Allie, like he definitely heard you.
He heard a 22. Damn.
And he looks back to Rush and says, maybe this isn't a good time. We'll come back. And he goes to shake her hand.
Oh, wow.
Okay, I'll shake his
Side her
hand.
ears.
Awkwardly
Very nice.
too firm.
Nice. Yeah, you awkwardly shake his hand a bit firm as he pulls away, and the other females turn and walk, and he just kind of nods at you and smiles, looks at the rest of you and smiles and walks away. And Rush, you basically, everyone take off your headphones except for Rush.
Ooh, okay.
So as he turns and smiles, and he lets go, Rush, you notice there's a card that he left in your hand. He slipped you some type of little card. Maybe you'd mention it to everyone after you close the door and he walks away. Maybe you wouldn't. I have no idea. I just wanted to give you that opportunity because you're the only one that would feel it right now.
Okay, is there any way I can kind of sneak a peek at it where if Arasaka's watching and listening, they might not notice?
Sure. Yeah, it would just require a stealth roll
Sure.
for a contested thing. But this is, they're limited with certain angles of cameras, and I would assume you would already know kind of where they all are sleeping there last night,
Yeah.
So, go
It's
for
a
it.
24. Critical success.
Oh, nice. Yeah, no cameras are going to see you as you look at this. What I will do is there's going to be a contested stealth for the rest of the team to see if they find out that when you look at the card, it basically says budget arms, free golden tour, today, 12 p.m., noon. Don't be late.
Okay.
So Budget Arms, which is a low-quality weapon manufacturing company, some type of golden free tour ticket, today at 12 noon, don't be late. And the address there is to something in like the warehouse district of Haywood. You're not familiar, just at glance. But that's what you read when you glance at it. Let's get everyone back for a moment.
Sure.
And let's get Bud, Hades, and Allie to all three do a perception, or do we need to do that? Would Rush mention anything, or are we going to see who notices?
I think Rush would want to say something to them, but he'd want to do it in a place where he knows Arasaka wouldn't see or hear.
Okay.
assuming that they're watching and listening.
Yeah, sure. Okay, then Hades, Bud, Allie, yeah, everyone give me a perception.
Ooh.
Let me know if you beat that 24 stealth.
Jeez.
Yeah.
Darn
Rush
it.
was stealthy.
Nah.
Nah.
That's a no. It's not me.
Yeah, even with threat detection +7, I need to like, roll super high.
Well, he got a critical success. That's how he was able to get 24.
Yeah,
So you know,
yeah.
you have the same chance. But yeah, nobody's able to really kind of see what's going on or picking up on anything. Let's just pretend Rush shook the hand and people walk away, and you're back in the living room having conversation. Now, Rush, you know, whenever you feel fit or whatever, you know. But yeah, you're all in the living room back. The welcoming committee has just walked away.
All right, I'm going to try to find a way to sneak it into Bud's hand.
Okay, yeah. Go for it. Let's do a stealth check. Let's do a Bud and Rush both give me a stealth.
Oh,
Wow.
Dang! What?
Wow.
Where did this come from?
This,
I don't know, but I
the
like it.
dice,
I feel like
it's
Rush
saying
came
that
out.
Rush is stealth.
Yeah, Rush came out of that brain dance
Maybe
a
he's-
ninja. It's crazy.
Yeah,
He
he's,
just cartwheeled out.
Yeah,
he's doing the
unbelievable.
Matrix thing. He knows it's not real, so he doesn't need to dodge the bullets. Where is stealth? Can't see.
it's under
Without
body
my
skills.
glasses.
My body.
On the skills tab.
Oh, body
under-
skills. Yeah.
yeah.
Skills. Yeah, there. I got it.
I like Last Wolf Standing. I know kung fu.
Saying I
Whoa.
can dodge bullets.
Nice, perfect. Here's what I was doing here is we all know that hidden cameras are a DV of 17 to notice. So I was kind of using that as a reverse if the cameras see what Rush and Bud or anybody's doing against their stealth. So you both have beat that 17. Cameras are not picking up what you're doing. Rush, you absolutely kind of pat Bud, however you want to see, put up a hand. It's a little awkward. You're like, what the hell? You shake his hand, but he ends up handing you a card, Bud, and you're able to see it. And yeah, for the sake of it, I mean, just to streamline, because I can kind of pick up what everyone's doing here. Is the idea here that we want to get it around to the team under the cameras and let everyone see this?
Are
Yeah,
you trying to keep it away from Allie, or?
That's what I'm wondering
Uh,
here. Because I don't want to say anything about it unless I need to have somebody take off headphones. You know? Tell me the end
Rob
game
doesn't
here.
wanna
Would Rush want to
mess
get
up
it to
your
Bud?
bag.
Is everybody just kind of keeping it within themselves for right now?
The hope is that Bud would pass it to Hades, and then the three of us could bring it up to Allie.
Okay, that makes sense.
Some sort of stealthy way.
Yeah, that makes sense. Allie, give me a perception though. I just want to see if you beat the median of 31 to 21. You know what I mean? Should put
I
us
don't
out like a
think so.
26.
Oh.
Ooh,
Oh.
crit success. So
Only a
close.
21.
You had to beat
Only
the
a
median there,
21.
which would have been a 26. So yeah, you're not seeing anything. So Allie, Hades, go ahead, take off your headphones. Rush, you can
Headphones?
keep them on. Yeah, please. And Bud, you basically were handed a card by Rush that says Budget Arms, Golden Tour, 12 p.m. noon today. Don't be late. And it has a little address somewhere in Haywood in the Warehouse District. And you know Budget Arms makes low quality weapons. This apparently is some golden tour of the facility. 12 noon, don't be late, says that.
I'm guessing I'm guessing the other two. We wait for them to have like a moment together where we can do this. They're having a lovers talk of some kind. It's like I'm just gonna look at it. The heck is this, man?
I don't know, but could be an in for an out
This is the guy from the.
from the door.
Huh. Well, yeah, I think we should follow it. Anything that takes us off script, unless it's part of the script. I don't know. I'm losing it here, man.
I'm in the same boat. This is nuts.
Absolutely. What do you think? We follow it?
Kind of want to. I mean, under the guise
Yeah.
of maybe we need more gear. Let's just jump in, do this, say we're dotting the I's, crossing the T's.
Absolutely. Okay. I'll pass this on to Hades next?
Yeah, we can do that. Headphones. All right. One more
I mean, I
time.
was
Hey,
very
ladies,
much
if we're done,
What?
ladies, if we're done with the lovers' quarrel, okay?
What? We weren't quarreling. We were acting out
Yeah.
Jaws.
Yeah, I don't know if you noticed, but we were doing some very important things here.
That's pretty good. So yeah, let's do now. Let's do
were
Hades
props.
and Bud. Let's get your two stealths as Bud kind of tries to interject while Allie and Hades were chatting a moment and tactfully, got this from Rush, chatted with him for a moment. Now he's kind of sliding something to Hades. Let's get Bud and Hades stealth. Let's get Allie's perception.
I'm gonna go ahead and take a +2 for this because it's stealth, and we know
Sure.
I'm gonna
Yeah.
use some luck too.
Yeah.
Go for it.
Because that is not my my strong point here.
Only a
Ooh.
14.
Mm.
Let's get that Hades. Because Bud's right at that line. Ooh, Hades and Bud right at the line for the DV17 I was looking for. So, camera, I'm going to give it to
Very
you because it does
nice.
go to the defender. Cameras don't pick up on what's happening here. Allie doesn't pick up on it. So, Allie, if you could take off the headphones. You're the only one.
Ugh.
You're the only Allie take off headphones.
If not for that luck and +2.
Yeah, and now,
would've made it.
oh, exactly. And then the camera would have seen it, and Allie, or well, not Allie, but the cameras. But yeah, Bud basically hands you a card tactfully. On this little business card, which is about palm size, it just says Budget Arms, golden tour of the facility, 12 noon, has a little address to a warehouse in Haywood. But Budget Arms is kind of a low quality weapons manufacturing facility or brand. This is like a golden tour of their facility at 12 noon. It says don't be late. Apparently the guy at the door from the welcoming committee slipped it to Rush.
Man, I wish Bud and Hades could have a conversation about this.
Yeah, and this is the kind of moment like we can say, if Bud or Rush would distract Allie for a moment, I can give the other two a moment to chat if someone wants to fill in Hades on what Bud and Rush were thinking. You follow me? So we'll say maybe yeah, you get it.
I can go talk to Allie and kind of take her aside.
Yeah, we'll say you start talking to Allie and Bud, you can kind of fill in Hades.
Hades, after looking at the card, would look a mite confused. But we already have all the weapons we need.
Yeah, I know, but if this is something that takes us, off the Arasaka script, we can keep it on the down low that we're going there. If they're not monitoring everything that's happening, then, as Rush puts it, it might be our in to an out. We don't know. We just think everything's worth chasing up at this point.
Well,
We know we're being monitored. That's why we're keeping it sly. We know Allie is gonna tell them any secrets we have at this point. So we're just gonna follow it up, see
We're
what
gonna have to
see what
figure
the go
something
is.
else out, though. Like, if we don't have the other pot to put her in, like, we can't just tie her up.
Publicly.
Oh, yeah. Well, we couldn't break her out of. We couldn't break you guys out of the brainwashing last time without. Oh yeah, you weren't brainwashed. Without
No.
the help of some pretty high tech stuff. So I think we'll have to do it old school and just be sly, okay? So we're making this stop first.
Okay.
Just don't mention it in front of any cameras or listening devices, okay? Yes, I'm right here.
Can I actually buy some more guns, though?
Of course, yeah. No one's gonna stop you buying more guns.
All right. Okay.
Okay,
right.
let's
I'm
go.
in
All
I'm
right.
in.
All right, everyone back. Everyone, Allie. All right, Allie's back. Yeah, you had a moment where you were just chatting with Rush for a minute, while Hades and Bud maybe chatted for a second, just minute distraction or something. So just role play into that. Welcoming neighborhood committee came, kind of dorky moment. We'll come back. Everyone's kind of chatting. Now back into going over plans for the day.
Well, have we finished chit-chatting? Can we get down to
I
brass
guess.
tacks?
Yeah, sure. Why not?
Need to.
Should we get our nomad friends to rustle up a deal with some AVs?
That's a pretty good idea.
The little June buggies?
Yeah,
Maybe,
I think
maybe you can talk them down too.
Cheaper.
I agree, because we want to keep as much of that 20,000 as possible.
Yeah.
I don't want to spend any money on a dune buggy. I don't want one.
Are you sure?
I can just ride with somebody else. I don't want one. I want to spend my money on other stuff. I have stuff I need.
Well, we only need 2. So, I'm happy to foot the bill on one of them. But
if you're gonna get one, I'll go in on it.
Well, if you want to try and rustle that up while they're sorting that out for us, I actually have a stop to make. So I think there's someplace we can get a bit more equipment.
That's a good idea.
I want.
What?
Yes, at the back.
Hades,
I would like actually a couple more guns.
Yeah, we're a bit short on guns, so.
Really?
While we sort out the transport, let's hit up budget on so we can get more bang for our buck.
Hades will turn to Ellie. The vending machine only had 6 rockets. I mean, you saw what happened back in the thing. I demolished the hallway, but what if there are more hallways?
Yeah. She's right. I hate to say it, but she's right.
Yeah.
No, whatever it takes, for you to stay safe. How is your armor again?
And for me to keep everybody else safe too.
Is your armor still full, Hades?
That's a fine question.
'Cause I
guess it is.
Yeah, everyone's SP is pretty good.
As it turns out.
Yeah, it's all max.
I mean, is it worth, not to say it, you're not the stealthiest, you're not the sneakiest, but we don't need you to be.
I am not. Nor do I make it over rough terrain well. I don't move well at all.
If you're doing a stop, bud, could you get Hades some heavier armor? I just think...
Absolutely, yeah, no problem.
I agree.
Yeah.
And jump boots. Give me some jump boots.
Whatever she says. So what,
Sure.
Splitting up? You want me and Rush to go get AVs and you guys to get more guns?
Why not? Sounds great.
Yeah.
Well,
divide and conquer.
Then we can get it done quicker and get on with this.
Exactly.
I'm calling. Me out.
I'm gonna call a cab so we can go without the driver.
Okay. Yeah. No, I don't think I'm gonna be sneaky. I'm just gonna say, don't try and run, okay?
Oh, he's not going anywhere.
And leave you guys? No way.
Good.
Hades would say that too. Oh, he's not going anywhere.
Great. Well, yeah. Get whatever you need to stay safe. And I guess we'll go for a trip, Rush.
Sounds good to me.
Allie, is there anything that you want when we go?
I just want whatever takes to keep you safe.
More
grenades. Got it.
Got it.
Okay. Yeah. We did get some.
And I think Hades would give Ellie a kiss before they leave.
Yeah. I think that's the stay safe. She'll just around the waist, hold you for a second more after the kiss, and just I mean it. Okay.
Well, we'll be safe this time.
Yeah. The first one was just a fluke.
Well, and they were trying to send a message, show certain things, so I'm sure the hardness level was turned way up.
Let's hope. Okay. You guys have fun.
Yeah, everyone steps out on their kind of separate plans. Bayou comes out first to you, Rush, as you both, you and Allie and Bayou step out to the vehicle. Mr. Rush, where are we headed?
So I assume I would have called the Aldecaldos by now to find a meeting place for us to get these dune buggies.
Sure,
Or
you
at
can do
least,
that. Yeah, you know, they invite you out to their camp out on the outskirts there, on the south, you know, in between kind of like that South Night City, Haywood area or whatever. But yeah, you call up your contact there, and I think it was Jake was the couple, and that's kind of the guy you talked to before. But
you
yeah,
still got that
yeah,
that baby.
you want to come, you want to come on out. You know, we're out here. We can work a deal. You know, the family still loves you, Rush.
Hey, we love you right back. This is going to be great to see you again. How's the family?
Oh, it's good. Little one is doing good, and but no, we still all talk. I mean, the whole Wild Caldo family, man. We still talk about you know, you killing that bad press that was about to put us down. You know, we could have lost some transpo contracts that way, and you know, well, we didn't have to do any cleanup or nothing. You nipped that in the bud, and I appreciate that. And yeah, come on out.
We couldn't let that happen, not in good conscience. So yeah, we'll see you as soon as possible. Okay.
All right.
All right.
Yeah, he hangs up as you tell Bayou, you know, the location. He starts taking you out to the Aldecaldo camp. As Hades and Bud, you grab a combat cab. I take it, give them the address. You want to go over to Budget Arms and pick up some
Yes,
affordable
please.
weapons. So yeah, you head out. You start making your way across the city, out from the exec zone across the Morro Bay. Well, actually, no, you would stay on that side there and kind of head down into Haywood in the warehouse district. As you start making your way in there, you start entering the warehouse district. You see different manufacturers going and make your way down to a big warehouse, Budget Arms, heavily secured, as most of these sort of tech and weapon companies are. Some of the more, you know, textile, food, and other ones, maybe just a simple fence, things like that. But some of these more tech and weapons facilities are just a bit more secure. This one being one of those, really high wall. You can see a sort of drone hovering a perimeter. There's a guard at the gate. And yeah, combat cab pulls up to let you out at the front gate. As you two get out, pay the cab. We'll say it was 100 eddies, or no, just 50 from here, from exec zone over here. So 50 eddies. As you
Yay!
pop out at the guard gate at Budget Arms. Back over to Russian Alley as you two end up at the Aldecaldo camp, and Bayou pulls in. You kind of make your way down the main road as you get past kind of the tents and mechanic tents and people kind of working on things. You see the row of like RVs and transports and flatbeds. Then it kind of comes into that big communal area that you've seen before with the different sort of tents and shops, people drinking, hanging out, some food tents and booths, people cooking, barbecuing, hanging out, socializing. You see a couple people loading some cargo containers off to the side where that big tent where they usually throw their market or events at, which is currently closed during the day, kind of quiet over there. But then all the way in the back, you see the rows and rows of kind of tents and pop-ups and living quarters and such. But Bayou kind of pulls off to the side and parks in the row of vehicles down the main thing. And I'll be here, sir, whenever you need me.
Thanks, Bayou. I just want to tell you, I really appreciate all the work you do, and Arasaka would be happy with you.
Thank you very much.
Ready, Allie?
Sure am.
Let's go.
Let's make a deal, right?
Yeah.
Nice. Yeah, you
All right,
guys.
so we'll head in, find Jake.
Yeah, you head in. What was that, Alan?
Oh yeah. No, let's head in.
Yeah, as you head in, no problem at all as you get into the kind of communal area. I mean, you see Jake over there by the kind of check-in office talking to a couple other nomads, and he turns and sees you. Hey, you got here quick. He runs right up to you, kind of give you that handshake and half hug, gives Allie a hug. And yeah, so I already talked to the boys. What Doombuggy, I mean, we got a few options. Where are you headed? You heading out into Badlands, or what you need this for?
We need this for the hot zone, actually.
Oh, hot zone.
Yeah, so some with good tires that can handle a bit of rads, you know.
Yeah, you know, I mean, this will get you in kind of the hot zone center potentially, you know, these buggies, but, I mean, you know those hot zones, man, you're not going to be able to ride around up in there. You been up in there before?
Yes and no.
Yeah, in a manner of speaking, you kind of say you've been there.
All right. A little confusing, but, yeah, well...
just go with it.
Yeah, well, no problem. What you want? We got a couple 2-seaters, 4-seater. We got an extender. We got these little singles, too, if you want to go the go-kart route. What you thinking?
Well, there's only so many of us that can drive it, right?
Oh,
That's true.
So either 1 4-seater or 2 2-seaters. But
Now I'm
I think-
assuming 1 4-seater is going to cost a lot less than 2 2-seaters.
I also think it's a good idea to stick together.
Yeah.
No, Rush,
Absolutely.
we can do a deal too. I mean, you know, we're practically family here, so you know, tell you what, already talked to the boys, and you know, everyone, like I said, is grateful what you done did in the past for us. So you want to take this, do the gig you got to do, just good faith. You bring it back in condition as left. It's a family trade here. You know, you're part of the Aldecados to us, Rush, and you can take that as just on good faith. Now you want to own it, you want to buy it, we can do a deal. It's souped up a bit too. You want to own it, we can talk. But just so you know, we're family.
Well, thank you so much. Now, just, you know, for the sake of conversation, if I did want to own it, how much would that be?
Oh, this one 10K. 10K comes out souped. It's got the nitrous in there. I mean, you can hit the booster. Got the little front turret you can run. You know, got the hidden little compartments here on the back. I mean, it's pretty souped up as far as a dune buggy goes.
Tell you what, we'll give it a test run, and I don't know, maybe I'll take it off your hands. If not, then I at least have some work for you on a car that we've got.
Okay.
Yeah.
You got it. You got it. Yeah,
That one's a real fixer-upper.
Yeah,
Real fixer-upper.
hey, that's what we like. We like you know, we like the challenges, kind of flex our skills here, and we can do that up for you just right. So yeah, you let us know about that. Let me go grab this for you. He runs off, comes pulling around this dune buggy, and yeah, it's a 4-seater, very souped up. It's not your kind of like dirty dune buggy covered in filth and rusted parts and kind of jimmy rigged together and kind of mix match parts and stuff. Like, this thing is actually nice. Like, it you know, chromed out kind of tumble cage on it and everything. I mean, it looks sturdy.
Nice.
I'm gonna lean into Allie. I kind of want it.
Well, I mean, we've got 20K.
Well, I mean, I've got 10 right now. It'll clean me out, but
Not to mention, I was gonna ask, what's your plan going forward?
what do you mean?
Well, I mean, the longer you work for Arasaka, the more lucrative things like this pop up. More dune buggies, more McMansions.
Don't get me wrong. I like all of that. I do. I think when it
So-
comes to Arasaka, you just gotta watch your back. That's all. Just like with anybody, whenever we take a job from anyone.
Would you watch your back around us?
Of course not. Listen, you guys are family to me.
Well, that's
Right.
what Arasaka are, right? Family. Just like the Aldecados, you're family with them.
I've known you longer than Arasaka.
So then, do you trust me?
I trust you to a point, of course.
To a point. Kind of
Yeah.
sounds like there's a limit on that.
Well, there's a limit for everyone. The only
I
one,
guess-
the only person that I trust completely, absolutely, and fully is Cypherus.
And
She
now-
earned it over a long time.
And now, right then, let's go back over to Bud and Hades, who got dropped off by the Combat Cabot Budget Arms. You're out front. There's a sort of a guard booth, a wall. You can see a guard clearly up in the booth waiting there. There's kind of like a walkway check-in and then a drive-in check-in. But obviously, you got dropped off in a cab. But you're out front. And I'll ask Allie, go ahead, take off your headphones, please.
Yes, hello. We are here for the Golden Tour.
Oh, okay. Welcome to Budget Arms. What's that? He takes the
The
card.
Golden Tour.
Okay, one
That
second.
was fun to say.
1 second. He turns around. You can see him go. He kind of closes the kind of window plexi bulletproof glass enclosure, and he turns around. You can see him messing with a computer a bit. And then he gets on his agent, starts talking for a minute, then he gets off, turns back around, opens it, and says, someone will come and escort you in just a moment. Just sit tight. Welcome. And
Oh, cool.
he looks...
Kind of copy.
Yeah, he looks pretty serious. And then he closes the guard booth. And just a moment later, the entranceway opens up for the walkthrough. And you can see what looks like two... I don't know, like mid-level execs. They look like they're in kind of decent suits, but they look like they work for an arms dealer, just like most execs working for different companies. They kind of fit the part, They look like they could get a little rough and get into it a little bit if they had to. They look like tough execs, But when it opens, one of them's pretty quiet, doesn't say anything, doesn't even introduce himself. The other one just steps up and, hello, I'm Eric, Eric Landy. If you would like to come on in, I'd take you on that gold tour right away.
Hades, I think, would lean over to Bud.
Are we walking into a trap?
Probably.
Okay.
Eyes on a swivel.
Hades would then just start following.
Yeah, you walk in, you follow...
Maybe the first time.
Yeah, and you follow these guys as you notice the quiet one kind of like trails back as the other one kind of is leading you in. The other one kind of trails back, almost a little bit sandwiched. But as you go in, and Bud kind of notices that, tactful sort of.
Eric, your friend is awful quiet.
Don't mind him. He's he's just following protocol. You got to understand that these tours are, we showing the facility. Just got to be a little careful.
Yeah, okay.
And he enters in. You see him kind of go in the main entrance. You see the reception. You can see past that, like double doors leading into what looks like a big open sort of warehouse with assembly lines, manufacturing, just like hustle and bustle of a manufacturing facility like this, making all kinds of budget arms items. But he walks in, he just kind of nods at reception, goes past that over to another set of doors that go in, that kind of go down along a hallway on the outside of this open warehouse with like a glass partition. So as you're going around this hallway, you can see into the warehouse at all this manufacturing, all these weapons being made, all these people working in these full, like almost like hazmat, like clean suit look, like it's all very sterile, and they're making all these weapons. You see weapons going down assembly line style, crate, like bots pulling them off, and it's going, as they take you all the way around this warehouse back, you're passing these other doors and things, you get all the way to the back, and he opens up a back door at the end of this hallway with a key pass, and it opens up into this like a big conference room, but there's no windows in here. It's kind of dingy. You get back in there, kind of dim lights. You can see on the table a bunch of like computers, laptops, some agents. You can see a handful of men kind of sitting around this table, all of which kind of in exec suits, a bit older, but kind of militant looking. And, the second the door opens and you step in, you see all heads kind of turn at you. You see an older man at the end of the table stand up and look towards you. And right then you notice there's like two kind of operatives on either side of the door as you enter. Off in the side, looks like there's some other type of soldier in almost like a mech suit that's barely fitting in by the roof, sitting there with like two other, like not operatives like by the door, but regular soldiers. And instantly you notice that they have Militech patches on, which is a little confusing. You're in budget arms, you're seeing Militech patches on these people back here as an old man stands at the end of the table and looks at you. Just looking at him, you can see he looks very synthetic, like he's been replaced, very Sabuto style, in the sense that he looks like he's in his late 90s. Hades and Bud each give me a 1d10.
That would be a 7 for Hades.
And a 9 for Bud.
Nice. Yeah, both of you recognize this man as he stands up as General Donald Lundy, which is pretty much the old school general that was running Militech during the Fourth Corporate War. you know the history of this guy. I mean, he's a legend. He was the one running Militech against Arasaka right till the very end, until President Kress kind of made them stop and kind of pulled out the operation for all the casualties and the bomb and just everything that kind of went to ish, if you know what I mean. But you recognize him. He should be kind of in his late 90s, but you can see kind of the synthetic look of his body. Lots of work has been done to this guy, but you can kind of see in the eyes, it's that old general. I mean, this dude's famous. You guys know this guy. You've seen him. It's Militech royalty. Him being here in a back room at Budget Arms makes no sense. It's kind of crazy. But now, don't forget Phil putting anything in chat. Lets Ali know. But
oh yeah.
yeah. So that kind of ruined that a little bit. But
Stop reading.
but yeah, you step back there as this old guy kind of stands up and looks over at both of you and just looks a little bit confused and says, neither of you are Rush. Wait, what is this? And both operatives kind of pull up their weapons, looking at you. The mech takes a few steps forward. The other operatives pull out guns. The execs at the table kind of back up, look confused as he takes a step back, looks confused. And let's take our 5-minute bio break right here.
Oh no!
Ali?
Hades isn't.
Just a 5-minute 5-minute bio break. 5-minute bio break. Everyone in chat, don't go anywhere. We'll be back in just 5 minutes. Try not to give away too much to Ali. She shouldn't be knowing any of this. We'll be right back.
Don't read chat. I keep giving stuff away in chat.
Oh,
don't read it.
Oh, you keep
No,
giving
don't
stuff
read
away.
it.
Okay.
Apparently. Yeah.
Oh. Wow.
This will not give anything away, but as soon as Hades sees, she would just run over. Which probably not a good idea.
Run over where?
Run away.
Just no,
Run,
run
running
right.
away.
No, run.
Should I not
forward.
be listening?
Oh, okay.
You know what, guys? I'm gonna
She's
go to
keeping
the
it vague.
bathroom.
Yeah, you won't get anything from this.
Yeah,
Okay.
she's keeping it super vague.
Okay, no worries. I saw a lot of shocked expressions. Yeah.
Us putting our foot in it? No, never.
I can't wait to be back in the loop eventually.
Yeah, exactly.
It'll go fine. We'll figure it all out.
Oh, it was so nice to unbrainwash you last campaign.
It was nice. Not gonna lie, every morning now before roleplay, I'm like, I'm just like, okay, all the things I gotta keep track of.
Time.
Like, not just that, but it's like knowing that your friends haven't drunk the Kool-Aid as well, but like you want to walk that fine line of like, you know, not being too committal, but then also like, yeah. It's back to my whole motivation is like, and how I'm trying to justify being able to be brainwashed again, even after being unbrainwashed in the BD, is mainly like trauma and like, where did that get us?
Yeah,
you know where that got us? In a gutter, dead. Oh, sorry, in the back
exactly
of a...
what they said, right? It's exactly what they said.
Yeah. So it's like, okay, I won't. I don't care anymore about being free.
I don't want to die, thank you.
At least this time, Rush is so I think it's a lot better, question mark, with the majority not being as opposed to it being half and half, because that was hard.
Yeah.
That was hard.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I think as
Us
well...
versus you two was rough.
It played out nicely in the you know, the dice tell the story, right? But it played out so nicely of like everyone. I think if Ali had died first, whatever, but she tried so desperately to save Hades,
she tried so
and
hard.
even then, it didn't work. So I think, I'm like, she's just to the point now where it's like, I don't care. I honestly don't care if it's a brain dance, if it's not. I don't care if you're along with it or not. I know that you're not really not brainwashed, but I know you're not really on Arasaka's side. But I don't care if I have to pull you kicking and screaming, get the job done. I will.
Do it.
Yeah, which I think is a fair justification. I don't know. I mean,
we do have access to everything we've ever wanted. Which, I mean, that
Yeah.
that is pretty... It would be...
Including
Listen.
our lives.
Listen, I'll be real. Hades not being brainwashed, but if Arasaka came up and was like, all right, here's your food room, and here's your room full of tiny robots and all this, she would probably be all in. She'd be like, okay, you know what? It's not bad. It's not
Yeah,
bad.
it's pretty good. Pretty good. All right.
You know, Arasaka
It's about
Terminus,
being a punk.
Arasaka Terminus,
Toys.
that's a future Hades problem. But now Hades has everything she's ever wanted.
Corrupting all my morals, but I've got toys.
Oh, what more? I don't even know that word.
Dunk Ali's head in a bucket of mud.
Oh,
Is that standard
is that what's done?
brain dirtying? Dirtying her brain. I get it.
Oh,
She's
I
been
thought it was like
brainwashed.
I thought it was like iced. You know what? I'm on board. I'm there. I'm with it.
Yeah.
I was not until you said that though.
I'm just gonna assume that's what Bronx means. Gotta dirty
No,
up
it's
that
ju-
brain a bit.
Yo, it's
Yeah.
just a thing. Head and mud, you know.
We've all got dirty minds.
Yeah, maybe we should have sent the really well-connected fixer to this meeting.
I don't think we knew what was going to happen, which as
No.
of now Rush also does not know. Wait, no, you have been listening. You didn't have to take off. Never mind.
Yeah, I've been listening, but in character I don't know.
Right. I'm sure it will be fine. Ish.
It'll be fine.
Oh yeah, no. What I was
Be
saying
fine.
though, what I was saying is that as soon as Hades recognizes, as soon as Hades recognizes the general, she would in fact like bolt over because she'd be really excited. She'd be like, "I want an autograph," which may not go well, given what the response has been thus far.
Yeah.
So just as a heads up,
Okay.
it'll be fine. It'll be fine.
It'll be fine. It'll be fine.
You know what? None of this is real anyway. So.
Exactly. It's all good.
No,
It's all a dream.
All right. Are we ready to go back?
you can't go through
Yeah,
life
so-
like
so-
that.
Yeah, it's fine.
It's okay.
Okay, so let's do this.
Ready to go back.
Yeah,
It's
let's
fine.
go back.
Do I have to take my headphones off again?
Not yet, not yet. Hey, we're back. Everyone can see us now and hear us. Well,
Hello.
they could hear us the whole
Bowser's
time. Now
moved
they can see us.
position.
I like that. Although I prefer belly up. I think that's the cutest position of any
It
dog.
was
I love
pretty-
when my doggies end up belly up on. We have this huge bean bag, and they just sink into it belly
Yeah.
up with the tongue out and everything. I'm like, oh, but get that belly.
Yeah.
It's my favorite.
It was pretty funny.
Do
So
it again,
cute.
Bowser.
Yeah.
Nah, he's
All
up
right.
now.
Let's take it back, but let's step over to Rush and Allie. Rush and Allie, you're at the Aldecaldo camp, and yeah, Jake just brought up the Doom buggy. Both of you have it. As he hands you the keys, Rush.
These keys, they feel real good in my hands. Thank you so much, Jake. We'll
You know what?
do our best to take care of it.
I think, personally, Rush, I think you should just buy it. I think you should just buy it outright now.
I'm
Sweet
super
ride.
super tempted here,
Can
but
I? No, I can't do a persuading roll. Can I?
I mean, if Rush is on the fence, yeah, go for it. Why not do a contested? Use your persuasion. If Rush is still apprehensive at dropping the cash, maybe Rush could do a persuasion, or if you have something else that makes more sense for you to defend yourself against Allie trying to persuade you to drop the cash.
concentration.
Ooh, concentration. I like that.
Financial security.
Try concentration.
looking
My
at your
concentration
wallet.
is low.
No.
Think of Cypress. What will she
Weak.
say?
Nice.
Come
Yeah,
on.
Rush. Yeah.
You have the cash, and
I won't be paying rent, but okay.
do you need to pay for rent?
That's true.
Not in the McMansion.
No, you don't. So, come on, live a little.
Oh my goodness, you're such a good person and a bad influence.
I'd like to think that I'm a a bad person and a good influence sometimes.
Jake puts his arm around Allie and like, I like this. Yeah, Rush, 10K. Look how shiny.
I know
Come
it's
on.
shiny, but who would I be if I didn't bargain a little?
Yeah,
Hey.
what can you throw in, Jake?
Well, I mean, this thing is souped out about as much as it can be, but
Some
yeah,
fuzzy
you want to, I'll tell you what. Look, Rush, we already this thing normally. I mean, we'd be doing 15 to 20K on the average street. Your family, so it's only 10. But be damned if I don't give you the
Come
chance to flex that gift of gab. And what are you thinking? What are you thinking?
How did we do haggle again?
Trading.
So, just do trading?
It's your trading skill. Yeah. And it should add in, I think you might even have it on the front there as a fixer, but if not, you just make sure that you add in your rank, your roll ability too, which for you is a 10. How unbelievable.
10.
Can anyone believe?
God.
Rush has made it to fixer level 10, all the way up here in season
believe
11.
This guy.
So cool.
Here I've
And the
been
rest of
looking
us,
at
the rest
skills
of us
like a
have
chump.
skills. Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, everybody else has skills. Yeah.
But that's kind of good for a fixer. That's all the fixer's connections up to 10. I mean, Rush has like worldwide contacts and things and like pretty...
The King's Square is
amazing.
saying trading plus operator.
Yeah, exactly. It's plus
Rank.
your rank ability. Yeah, your operator rank
Plus
plus 1d10. That's
1d10.
what That's what I said, Nick. How dare you?
Get out of here, the King's Square, but don't.
No, and by the way, King Square, make sure everybody
No, we
looks
love
up his reviews. He's got some pretty awesome reviews. He has his own channel on our Discord too. Easy to find, but you can find him on
Ooh.
Twitter and anywhere. Pretty awesome blog. Wow.
Does
Yeah.
33 do anything?
I think you as at level 10, doesn't that get you 20% off? Is that what it is out now?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's 20% off.
Yeah, so there you go. Normally 10K Rush. Look, again, family and everything you've done. I can't even argue with you. 800 is good.
800
or 8,000. Sorry.
Oh,
It's very good.
You said
I
it.
think we should go with
Rush.
that. No, take backsies.
No. 8,000.
all right. I won't do you dirty. 8,000.
Yay! Oh, it's gonna look
See,
sweet.
channeling your mother there from what
Yeah,
you told us.
my real mum.
Just buy it. Just
Come on. Are you gonna use
Yeah,
it?
you get it.
Are you gonna use it?
Only 8K, knocked off 2K from it. Normally would have been 10. You've got it. However, let me ask, because I can't remember. I know you've been spending all the time on your roll ability operator. But Allie, either one of you, can you drive? Do you have drive skills? Are you take between reflex and drive? You're above a 9, I think, is what it needs to be to not have to do a check. Okay, cool.
We'll just have to leave it there.
Yeah, you're like awesome. All right, later.
Oh
Bye.
no! Rush, you bought this. You need to learn to drive.
yeah, this is how I learn.
This is how you do it.
You don't learn on a Porsche. Come on.
He's a level 10 fixer. He gets drivers even in dune buggies. He's like, drive for me. No, but Allie, you got it.
Meowdy.
Yeah, between your skills, as long as you got that a minimum of 9 right there, you can drive without having to do normal checks just to maintain it. Obviously, you have to do checks if there's crazy stuff, but you can drive. So you hop in. You've got the dune buggy. Where are you? Where are Rush and Allie headed?
I guess we'll message. Either Bud or Hades agents, and just let's pick them up.
Yeah, Allie, take off your headphones as we go back over to
Oh,
Hades
man.
and Bud in Budget Arms. So you're over at Budget Arms. You're in that back room. Things just escalated rather quickly as that old man, the general, basically stands up, noticing both of you. And wait, neither one of you Rush. What is this? And everybody pulling out arms, weapons. Just as you do that, and all the chaos and everyone pulling out weapons and operatives, and the mech steps up, and things get chaotic as all the execs back up. Bing, bing. Your agent goes off too, as well. By the way.
Also,
do you mind
unless
if I
somebody
take
physically stops her, she would have started running over.
Yeah, give me a brawling, because the second you start lunging towards the
Oh,
general,
I'm sure it's not going to go well.
yeah, both operatives, or at least the one on the left grabs at you.
Brawling, you say? I'm going to go ahead and use a little bit of luck here. This seems important.
Oh my god.
Dang, but it's so low normally.
It's still so low.
Yeah.
So I rolled
Yeah,
so well.
but you you try to make your way towards the general, all excited. You see him there, General Donald Lundy, as he kind of steps back in confusion. As you lunge, one of the operatives just quickly wraps you up as he's holding a very heavy pistol right up to your neck and looking over at Bud as the other operative you see is pulling out a very heavy pistol as the mech's walking.
Hey.
What does Bud do? What was that, Hades?
But Hades would still be going, like, she's not even paying attention. She would still be like, I want your autograph, I know you!
And Bud?
She's just real
General.
excited.
General, we work with Rush. We have the card that was handed to him. We're part of his team.
Oh,
He had to go do some negotiations for on behalf of us. It's why we're here.
everyone stand out. Hold on, stand out. It's Bud.
And
right?
please
Finn.
excuse my French. Yes, Finn
I
Shrake.
want an autograph,
Finn
I want
Shrake.
an autograph!
And Hades.
She's a bit of a history nut.
Ah, he knows my name! Bud, did you see that?
He waves over, does kind of a gesture, and see the back wall kind of like light up on half of the screen. The other one kind of had like a map of Night City. It lights up, and you see your image. All four of the images of your team up on the screen with like stats and information. You can even see like past location stuff. Like if you're not taking a minute to read everything, but just at a glance, like you pick up like they have a lot of info on your entire team.
Whose brain
I
dance
think my
is
close
this
combat
really?
rating. I think my close combat rating should be higher, but yeah, it's okay.
I apologize, everyone. Stand down. Okay, stand down. I apologize, but this was very unexpected. We've sent the contact for Rush. We expected him to be here with you. What, is something wrong? What is happening?
He's getting a car.
He's getting us a car.
A car?
Okay, please have a seat. He gestures towards. There's some empty seats at the end of the conference table. These execs, everyone's kind of looking at you as the operatives step back. The other one lets go of you, Hades, and kind of gestures you over towards the chair. They put their weapons away.
Where are the chairs?
Towards the end of the conference table, like when you enter the door, kind of to the right.
If it's possible, as soon as he says sit down, she'd take and start dragging the chair over toward where he is. I'm assuming really loudly, just like a real loud on the floor as she just is pulling this chair around. She's gonna try and sit right by him.
Yeah, the second you start trying to even move the chair, the operative just stops you, grabbing the chair, kind of placing it back. Please, ma'am, and gestures towards the seat.
You're no fun.
Bud's gonna put his feet up on the table in the classic Bud move and start smoking a cigarette.
Yeah, the second you all take the seat, you see General Donald Lundy take his seat as he sits down, and the rest of execs kind of like lean back, kind of making way, giving him the moment. You can kind of tell as he leans up forward on the table. Okay, you say Rush is procuring a vehicle. Can you contact him? It is imperative that we have the entire team here.
Is that when your phone goes off?
Oh look, they just got the vehicle. They are on their way over now.
Perfect.
Is that gonna go
And you,
well?
why do you need us all? Why did you invite us? In fact, happy to be here, obviously, but
Well, we've been doing a bit of a following of you and your team, and we have a bit of a history
nice.
with some of the operatives that you're working with, and we need to address this immediately.
okay. You mean the Arasaka operatives we're working with?
Very much so. I mean,
Yeah.
you can tell is when
Yeah,
you even
figured
mention
you were
Arasaka.
gonna say that.
Yeah, and the second you bring that up, like you see his facial expression, his emotions kind of get a bit angry. You can tell he's emotionally involved in this. But some time passes as he doesn't really engage in conversation with you. He talks with his other execs for moments. You hear them talking about different dates and plans, but nothing specific, almost purposefully not indulging in detailed conversation. But some time passes as now let's get Allie back on the game. Allie?
They want to see us all, so might as well swing by.
All good.
Might be time to let Allie know on the sly if you can, because we are all required to be here.
Yeah, so Rush, you get that message. I'll let you take it from there.
All right. Looks like the team wants us to come get them with the new wheels. So,
Great.
yeah. So we're going in. We've been invited inside building.
Inside
Yeah.
where?
The was it Quality Arms?
Budget Arms.
Budget Arms. Yeah.
The
Oh, the
opposite.
opposite.
Anti-Quality Arms.
Sorry, why is it a big thing that we're invited in? Are they in trouble?
Well, I think it might be important that I put some of my skills to work here. You know,
to haggle.
Yeah, haggle a little bit. I mean, sure, we've got some money, but you can always save a few eddies. You know what I mean?
So, sure. Let's head over.
All right, sounds good.
Can I do a human perception on
Yeah. Give me human
Rush?
perception.
This just seems quite fishy.
Rush, give me. I'll take stealth or human perception contested. But Allie, give me human perception.
Cool.
Us fishy? What?
Should I use a +2?
Yeah, and Cold Spider, it's a necessity to remove headphones at times when you have a really dynamic plot like I kind of juggle in these past few campaigns. If you haven't noticed, like with the brainwash and things, like I'm constantly kind of juggling storylines and things, and it's a necessity when you go this deep on a story, you know? Kind of adds to the fun.
I might use a +2 if people don't mind.
Just
I don't think the team wants you to.
Would rather not.
Well, I control the points, so what are you gonna do?
Yeah, it's true.
She's the point gatekeeper.
That's right.
Oh.
Oh. Yeah, you can tell Rush is Allie, you can tell Rush is lying to you. You know, he's acting like you're just going there to pick up the team, and you get to go inside and look around Budget Arms for fun as you pick up the team, you're invited in, and you're getting the feeling like something's up. It's not this casual, and it's not just like that. Like something important is going on, like he's hiding something from you.
Oh, you know what? I need to drop by home. Do you reckon you can drive yourself?
Well, they wanted both of us there. What's the problem?
Well, you're the fixer. You can haggle, but I need to go grab some things from home that I forgot.
And Allie, you give me stealth or either stealth or human perception, and Rush, you give me human perception to see if you can tell Allie's lying now.
Okay, my stealth is higher,
Oh,
so
God.
I'm gonna go with stealth.
Oh.
Oh, nuts.
And you got +2s, you got luck. Don't forget that, people. Oh, critical fail on Allie.
Everybody's lying.
11.
I
Everybody knows.
need to go
Yeah.
home.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
This
just totally forgot some ammo. Stupid, right? But there's no reason that you need me to haggle.
Come on, Allie. Let's just go. Hey, we need to get this job done, right? The sooner the better.
Why are you lying?
Why are you lying?
Because I know you're trying to force me to go somewhere.
I'm asking nicely.
What's gonna happen when you don't need to ask nicely?
Well, look, I'm not going to force you to go. It's just they said that we should all be there, and I don't know exactly why yet. Let me level with you. Those people that came to the door passed us a card to go to Budget Arms. Apparently, it was some VIP tour. That's
Can I
all I
see?
know. I don't have the card.
It's an interesting predicament we got here.
Yeah, but I mean, Hades said she needed the guns, and Bud wanted to get some stuff too. Seemed like a good deal.
Don't
I
use
mean-
Hades against me, Rush.
I'm
You
not
won't
trying to
like
use
where it
Hades
ends.
against you. Look, I'm telling you what you already heard and what we already know. She said she wanted to get more guns.
Can I ring Hades?
Yeah, you can do whatever you want. Sure. Hades, Allie is calling your phone. Do you answer?
Hello.
Hey!
Hey!
So what's happening at Budget Arms?
Oh my gosh, you wouldn't believe it. They have so many rockets, and they actually have some that have some effects on them.
They even, since we're here at the warehouse, they can put decals on them. Decals.
And what about the what is it? Dan and the homeowners association?
I don't know anything about Dan. He seemed kind of weird to me. I don't know. There's some sort of weird thing about, who knows. But these decals.
Well, what, you want Rush to pop around and haggle with you?
Well, not with me. I mean, I would rather not pay any more money, but, you know.
Sorry, haggle for you.
Yeah, I mean, listen. I could get like, hey bud, how many can I afford? What, like 8 more?
I think we're getting the special treatment. I think yeah, 10 more. Get one that says Merry Christmas on it. The holidays are coming up.
Oh, that would. Hey, I wonder if I could get one that blows up like a Christmas tree, like in the shape of a Christmas tree.
Oh, I'll bet. I'll bet.
And then Hades is going to address Allie. Allie, do you think they do that?
Probably. I mean, you can do anything with a bit of eddies behind you.
I think we're getting a sponsorship deal. You should all head down here ASAP.
I want it so bad, but I need more than 10.
Look, yeah, we'll be on our way, but
Yay! I think I could get some, you know, how you are so well known. I think I might be able to get some with you on it. Then it could be like, I am throwing you at the bad guys.
yeah, that sounds nice. I'll see you guys there.
Hey!
And yeah, was Bud doing anything with the message moment there? I saw him on his agent when Hades was talking.
I just played Kingdom Clash. If we got reception in here, yeah.
Nice. Yeah, so you do that. You get that message, and Allie gets off the phone with Hades, with Rush, and now Rush, you again, you know, both of you. It's a little awkward. Both of you can tell you're lying to each other, but trying to come clean. It's just awkward. You're trying to just push the gig forward. You kind of come clean, but you don't know what's going on with that Carter thing, so you're kind of honest with that. So there is that awkwardness, but you know, Allie has agreed to drive there after talking to Hades. As you make your way over there, you basically drive all the way over to the warehouse district, pulling into the location that they gave, and pulling up to the guard gate. The guard gate pretty much opens up. Hey, welcome to Budget Arms. Can I help you?
He's got an appointment, I think. I can wait outside.
I was given a card earlier today about a gold tour. A couple of my colleagues are already in there.
Oh, yes, I already have the notes. Yeah, no problem. He reaches down. Instantly, the gate opens up to enter into the parking lot. Since you're in the Doom Buggy, you're kind of on the drive side, not the walk-through side, but he opens it up. Oh, right away. Yep, they're expecting you inside. Someone will come out to escort in just a moment. Feel free to pull in and park.
All right, thanks. Allie, you sure you don't want to come in?
Like this, Rush, as I'm sure as you don't either. I know that none of us are being exactly truthful with each other. And
well,
you know what?
I told you all I know. Told you all I know. I came clean. I understand if you're a little skeptical because I was being less than truthful before, but I'm being truthful now. If you don't want to come in, I'm not going to force you, but I'm heading in.
Great. Wait for you guys out here.
All right. Okay. See you in a minute. So I'm going to head in.
Yeah, Allie stays in the Doom Buggy in the parking lot, filled with cars. Fairly large facility. You can tell it's a working day, you know. But Allie's staying in the Doom Buggy as the guard gate closes. And Rush, just as you kind of have that conversation with Allie and step out of the buggy, you see a couple, execs look a little bit tough to be execs, but still exec looking. Step out and just, Mr. Rush, Finn, if we could escort you, or Finn and Kate are waiting inside for you. Wait, what was it? KG? What's Hades' real last name?
Minji.
Minji.
That's her first name, Minji. And the cake woman, the woman who's interested in
Minji Jin, right?
Jin.
Yeah. Yeah, then we have
Miss
Finn
Jin.
for
Finn and
Bud.
Finn Shrike. And
But yeah, he
Mage
lets you know. We got
Finnegan.
something pointless and random too. I see that the King Square. But yeah, he comes out basically to escort you in. The two sort of execs. And they escort you in, Rush. It's just as I described earlier. I know you were on the phones, but you make your way all back around the warehouse, all the way back to that back room as you're passing all the working part of the facility. Get all the way back to this back room as he does the key card. It pops open. You're seeing the conference room. You see Bud and Hades sitting there as all the execs kind of turn and look at you. And at the end of the table, you see this old man, a militant man. Give me a 1d10, Rush.
Okay. Oh, it didn't show up.
Did you
Make
roll
sure you
it, like,
drop it
on
in
the...
the make sure you drop it in the tray, in the feed, yeah.
Did, but I didn't. Okay. Well, 4.
Cool. Yeah, you recognize the old man standing up at the end of the table as basically General Lundy. General Donald Lundy led up Militech during the 4th Corporate War. You know a lot about this guy, especially, working in deals and dealing in high-end arms and stuff, as Russia's been known to do. Yeah, they went through the 4th Corporate War. This was the main general leading up Militech, battling head-on with Arasaka during all of that when President Kress kind of stopped that and ended his plans because of all the casualties and just the destruction that was being done during it, even though he was confident he could put an end to it and just, kind of butted heads with President Kress at the time. But moving forward, he's since then been put kind of on the board of directors with Militech. Still has a lot of influence in the company. He's one of the higher up, obvious execs and generals that was running Militech, now on the board. Although he doesn't hold a majority of the shares of the company, he has a tremendous amount of influence, and you know this. It's a little odd to see him with all these operatives and mech and all this stuff in a back room at Budget Arms. It is a little bit weird, but you step in, you recognize him. The second it all kind of processes and these thoughts go through your head, he stands up even before you can say anything. Rush, we finally meet. And he walks over to shake your hand.
General! And I'll shake his hand. To what do we owe this honor?
I've been following you for some time. Please have a seat.
Yes, certainly. I apologize that our colleague is not in. She seems to be a little mentally indisposed as a result of...
She's been brainwashed.
Yeah, let's just put it that way. She's been brainwashed by Arasaka, and she's smelled something fishy.
Again.
Yeah. That's the concern, and that's why you're here. I've been following your team since you first used to work with my buddy Nash. Me and Nash go way back, 4th Corporate War buddies, if you will. And very nice.
No idea.
He has spoke of you all as his kids. I've been following you ever since. He's been like family, and I've been following the path. You might not be aware, maybe you are aware, I'm on the board of directors with Militech. However, I'm still very much so involved with some operations that we kind of keep off the table. Hence me having my meeting locations in places like this. We have certain subsidiary partnerships with Budget Arms, a few other distribution companies, manufacturing companies, and I'm running my side operations out of here. I've never lost sight of our issues with Arasaka. I've never given up on my mission to put an end to their tirade and everything that they have done and what they have caused in this Night City, the 4th Corporate War. I have a lot of regrets there. I could have put an end to it if the carpet wasn't pulled out from under me by President Crescent. Although I'm behind closed doors and a little off the radar, I'm still moving forward with exactly what I started out to do, which is put an end to Arasaka. Now we do have our political agenda kind of forefronted by Sammy Lee, our face of the company, our CEO, but I assure you she is aligned with the missions that I set forth, and she's helping keep it under wraps so we can move forward with these plans. Now, I've been following you, like I said, since the Upper Marina. What you did on the Citadel, the high water Citadel, with that Umbra character, and all the way out to dealing with the Dixie. You know, we had a problem with that Leviticus character, and Cress kind of working with him for the Boswash corridor was, well, that just didn't sit right with me. This should have been a Militech-controlled situation for trade, and it took it from the nomads, and now they've been taxing like crazy. But, you know, you took him out. I was pretty happy to see that. Now, I've got my issues with the Confederation, the Pacifica Confederation, and, you know, Cress kind of moving her borders, using them. But first things first. It seems you all are in bed with Arasaka, and, well, I want to put an end to that. Now, I know your situation is a little bit, well, it's a little bit sensitive. Sounds like, well, it sounds like more than one of you didn't drink the Kool-Aid. Am I right about that?
Yeah, I'd say that's fair.
So is the partner outside the one that is still on the brainwash side of things?
Yep.
Yeah, they got some pretty
She's
sophisticated tech in that area.
She's having a hard time. They put us through a lot, you know. They made us think that we were living a reality and we weren't actually living, and then everybody died, and it was really stressful.
Yes, I'm very aware with their tactics, and yeah, the brainwash Ingram Soul Killer fiasco that they've started still hasn't ended. Don't think that the end of the Fourth Corporate War was at all the end of their plans. They're still, by all means, pursuing world domination. Now, I know they've been broken into factions. We don't sit right with any of them. Not even the Night City version. What's her name? Whatever. Hawk faction. Let's talk about taking them out. So, they have somebody still brainwashed on your team. I know you're here doing a mission. We're pretty aware they want you to do something in Night City. You're obviously their operatives in Night City where they can't currently act. What exactly are they sending you here for?
Hayes will look at both of them.
Feels like deja vu.
Yeah.
So what exactly are they sending you here to do?
Gotta get something off the Mikoshi in the heart of the hot zone.
Pulling an AI.
Okay. Here's the plan. You follow through with this. Stay on course.
Mm-hmm.
I guarantee that they're probably watching your moves around the city. Limited capacity. They're not really able to move freely around the city so well, but still, do your due diligence and be careful along the way. But follow through with this. Go retrieve this AI they want, and then bring it back to me. I'm gonna give you my personal contact, Rush. We're gonna work together, me and you. You go get this AI, you bring it back. If it's important to them, Militech needs it. I need it. I'll pay you for it. I'll pay you for the time. Don't worry about that. You get back here, and then we'll work on the next step. Your separation from Arasaka. We'll have the AI. We'll take care of it from there. We'll make sure that you're safe. But we got to get your entire team on the same page here. And if your girl outside is not, well, she's not going to feel this at all. Obviously, she's going to want to stay on the side of Arasaka. So I'm going to send a couple of my operatives out there. We're going to bring her in here. It's probably going to be against her will. We'll get her back here. And then we're going to take this next step of a little bit of deprogramming.
Oh, thank goodness.
He looks over.
I want my punk friend back.
Good luck.
Gestures to a couple of the operatives that were by the door as they nod, making their way out of the room. And over to Allie, you're kind of chilling out in the buggy, maybe messing around on your agent, maybe loading up some brain dances you haven't got on the garden page yet that you're a little overdue for. But as you're doing that, you notice the door open as these two operatives kind of are walking over to you. It's not the normal exec guys that kind of escorted Rush in earlier, but some definite operatives. And as they are approaching, yeah, you can just tell like they're more security based operatives.
Oh, great.
I mean, yeah,
just waiting for some friends.
yeah, and they walk over and one says, yeah, actually, your friends are inside. They've requested you to join them.
That's cool. They gotta come out here and meet me.
Okay, yep, that's not a problem. One of them steps back, kind of gets on his agent. You can hear him talking to someone back in the room. You can see one of the execs sitting next to the general, kind of gets on the phone and whispers into the general's ear. He stands up. Rush, Bud, Hades, somebody. Apparently, your partner outside, the one, Alley Katz, looking at the chart. Again, you see all the names, all the listed information. She's requesting one of you to help escort her inside. If we can avoid a confrontation with our operatives, it'd be much obliged, please.
Hades.
She's gonna be so mad at me.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
Well, there's one thing you need to do for me first before I can go out there, so that she'll come in peacefully.
Hades will then request like an armful of rockets that she can walk out with.
Unfortunately, we don't have that type of
what do you
ammunition
have?
here. Well, if you haven't noticed, this is a budget arms manufacturing facility. We have a lot of low quality weapons here.
Well, just give me the biggest ones you've got. A bunch of them.
Yeah, he leans into one of the execs, kind of talking. That gets one of the soldiers to leave the room, coming back in with some framework of rifles and stuff that you can kind of take and use.
All right, so then Hades will go out to her allies, and her arms are like filled with these guns. Like you can barely see her over this pile of guns.
Wow, looks like you've been busy shopping.
Allie! Are you over there? I hear you. I hear you, but I can't see you.
Yeah, it's because you've got rockets where your eyes should be.
I need you to come in and look at this stuff.
You really need me to come in?
Yeah. Also, if you could take a couple of these, that would be really helpful.
Hades, I don't like this.
I don't either. I can't see.
I'm not playing games right now. Get Rush, get Bud, come out here, and let's go.
Allie, please.
I don't know what's being planned, but I really, really, really hate being lied to by the person I love, okay? So let's just come out, pretend this never happened, get on the AV, and let's go.
We will, but the sooner you come in, the sooner we can go. And then I promise, after you come in, we will go and finish the mission. With everybody. Together, we'll all go. I'm not lying about that.
And in all honesty, yeah, without even doing a roll, you can tell she's being genuine. Like, once you go in there, you'll leave, and you will do the mission.
Yeah.
Hitting you with the truth.
You can tell she's being truthful with that.
I think I can think she's being truthful and still not trust her, though.
Oh, you would still be a little apprehensive. Yeah, because let's
Yeah.
not forget, and for chat's sake that maybe you didn't see the previous session where we revealed the past sessions being in Braindance and then coming out, we did the resist torture and drugs. Allie is the only one brainwashed. However, they did have moments at that ceremonial dinner where they kind of know that she's brainwashed. She knows which others are not. You know, they've kind of had
She
these...
does not know that Hades is not, though.
Not Hades, right. But still would be... She knows Bud and stuff. She's still going to have a little bit of that paranoia. A little... is this, you know...
But a
She
healthy
has- she has a
Arasaka
little bit of that.
paranoia, yeah.
But if it counts for anything, she does know that Hades is telling the truth. If you come inside, we're just going to leave, and then we will finish the mission like you want.
Why do you need me in there?
Because. Allie, please.
It's not really an answer. It's not really an answer, babe.
Listen, she's gonna try and like maneuver the rifles around, and then you can just see her eyes peeking out from between a couple. Listen, you know that the others have been acting a little, eyes dart around, weird. If you come in, we can get it all sorted out. And then we're all gonna be able to do this together without everyone being all crazy. It's freaking me out seeing everybody fight with each other. You know it's not been normal.
Of course it's not been normal. But you're acting like I don't know how this goes. I remember all of you lying to me, dragging me in to get brain danced. I remember Hades. And I remember you lying to me too.
Yeah, right.
And I
then,
was gonna try and forget it, but it's not gonna work on me a second time.
And Allie,
Right then, what?
yeah, give me a brawling, Allie. As the two operatives wrap you up.
Yeah.
It's like, yeah, we're bored of this now.
Yeah, they kind of were waiting
They're like,
to
oh
see.
my god, look at this, how much time is passing.
I know. But I don't think she'd just go in.
No, I
Yeah,
don't think
fair,
she would either.
fair, absolutely
Yeah.
fair.
I mean, especially if she knew about the stuff from before.
Yeah, it's like we've played this.
Oh my god.
Yo!
Stop.
Yeah, one of them
She
goes to
goes,
grapple.
Oh, I forgot, Rob. You have 2 -2s, by the way.
No, I know, but and these are also operatives. But yeah, one of them you're able to kind of ward off. You know, he goes to grapple you up, but the other one is able to grapple you up. One of them kind of fails as you kind of get out of that, and you do it fairly well. The gap there between your brawling and his, like you easily dodged
Yeah.
him with some serious skills, but the other
Maybe
one,
some elbows.
yeah, was a little bit above you and was able to kind of grapple you up from behind, and yeah, give me one more brawling contested since there's 2 of them. Since he got you, let me just check something.
So stressed out.
Very stressful.
Nice. Yeah, no, he's got you. You're not able to get out of that grip as the other guy kind of stumbles back and kind of is making his way back to you to kind of help grapple you up. But Hades, you see them kind of grappling up Allie as your conversation is kind of drawing out. You can tell you're not convincing her to go in, and they kind of got tired of it. They're grappling her up.
Hey! Don't manhandle! She's just gonna throw down all of the rifles. Just be gentle! Don't hurt her!
Yeah, they don't.
Yeah, this is the haggling you were talking about, right?
No, don't be mad, don't be mad, don't be mad! You're not gonna
I'm
be mad
furious
afterwards.
right
No,
now.
Don't be mad, don't be mad, I don't like it! And she is like stomping her feet around, like stomping her feet. No, I don't like it! You're gonna feel better after this, Allie! You can't keep going like this!
No, we can't. And eventually one of you will realize that I'm right.
We will! We'll all say you're right! We'll all say you're right as soon as you come inside! And then we'll have a party saying you're right! We'll have party hats and everything and balloons!
Yeah, and they start pulling you back into the warehouse as the other guy kind of grapples up, and they kind of each have an arm, and they're kind of escorting you in and going in the front door. And as you go in, you see the reception girl kind of like look shocked, and she stands up and she's like, "Another one, huh?" And then she just sits down laughing. Just kind of pointless and random, like that's happened before or something. But they escort you past and kind of go back those doors and are escorting you back around side of the warehouse of manufacturing and take you all the way back to this room, opening it up to now you see, as I described earlier, to Rush. And I know you kind of caught hint of it in chat, so I didn't bother taking it off. You kind of know what's going on back there, but you're escorted back as you see this big conference table, execs, all these operatives, Militech soldiers, one in a mech suit. Give me a 1d10, by the way. It'll just take a 10 for you not to know who General...
Me.
Yeah, 1d10. This is just a little rep check thing.
Oh, she
I
knows.
wonder-
You know who he is.
Nice. Oh, yeah, you know.
You know.
You basically recognize
elbows back there.
General Donald Lundy. As I've described before, basically the general who's running Militech now, one of the most influential on the board of directors, but still kind of active. You're not sure exactly what he's doing here in the back of Budget Arms or what everyone's doing here. You see Rush and Bud sitting there as Hades kind of walks in behind you, and it's just a bit confusing because everyone's sitting in here with Militech and the actual General Lundy from the Fourth Corporate War and stuff. But I'll let you take it from there as they kind of, get you into the room and close, and you see all this.
Hades coming in behind is very loud. She's mad at me again. She doesn't think. Rush, Bud, you have to tell her she's right. Just say it.
You're
Just
right.
say it. Rush,
Right.
you have to say it. She's so mad at me.
Yeah, sorry about that, Allie.
This isn't gonna end well for any of us. I hope you know that.
Yeah, I'm kind of getting used to that feeling, actually.
Yeah. It's not gonna be on my hands.
Yeah, and the General.
Well, let's hear them out, okay?
The General stands up and kind of interrupts as you have a little bit of banter, and he notices, everyone's kind of noticing Allie's disposition and concern and all that. But he stands up. Allie, I apologize for such circumstances, but this is an absolute necessity. Please, and he gestures over to the other soldiers, and you see him kind of pull open the wall. It's like a sliding partition in the back, and you can see a couple brain dance machines in like these isolation tank setups, and there's 2 of them. And he walks over. The other execs kind of stand up. You can see one of them walk over with the soldiers, start messing with the controls. Kind of looks a bit techie as he pulls out kind of a hollow pad and is kind of like putting in different programming notes and things like that, like he's booting up the systems or messing with these sort of isolation tank brain dances. As the General looks back to you, now Allie, I understand that you're with Arasaka. All I'm asking is just to give me a moment of your time, and then you're free to leave and carry on with your mission for Arasaka as you see fit. I think you can see in the circumstances you don't really have a choice here.
Getting anything out of me.
That is perfectly acceptable. And he gestures as the operatives, are escorting you over to the brain dance machine. Are you kind of like, struggling with them, or are you now kind of just fine and you're like walking over to it, or how's Allie kind of acting? Are they still having to kind of?
I think she might walk and then try like one big brawl again before they like put her in. Yeah.
I like that. Yeah, go for it. Give me a brawling.
Finally, not like a 10 or a 9.
Not like a 33.
Yeah, you try to, as you're going in, they're kind of forcing you down. You kind of walk on your own, they kind of let you, and then you kind of like shove them back to kind of grab you again. There's like a little moment of commotion, and the rest of you feel a little uncomfortable, like almost a moment where you feel like, holy crap, is Allie going to bust out her cyber snake or a weapon? Is this going to get ugly? Like, how quick things can escalate, but it doesn't. She kind of brawls a little. They kind of get her under control, and luckily she's not, fully turning this into a bloodbath situation as they kind of get her down into the brain dance, the isolation tank. And Allie, they kind of hook you up, and as they're hooking you up, a little bit of a struggle, a little bit of aggravation, but you are outnumbered and outpowered as all of a sudden you're chipped in, and instantly things go black as the isolation takes over, and your environment just goes to a white glow. Now, pausing for that moment, that's a pause as we go back over to Bud, Hades, and Rush, and the General steps up as you see that tech exec kind of programming in and booting up the other brain dance. Now, understand what?
Oh, I was going to say, I think as soon as Allie would have started trying to struggle, and Hades just runs out of the room.
Well, the door is closed and locked, keypad style.
She does. She runs toward the door, and she's like, and when she sees that though, she's like trying to get out.
Yeah, you mess with it. It's locked and trapped up, and one of the operatives just leans in and gestures, "Excuse me, ma'am, please. This is perfectly fine." And like gestures you kind of away from the door.
It doesn't seem fine. And she's gonna go and just like kind of go back a couple steps and then sit on the floor, just like cross her arms.
The General looks over at you. Again, I apologize for such conditions, but this is an absolute necessity if we're going to carry forth these plans. So, Rush, I welcome you into the Militech family, and I hope this partnership works well and we can move forward from this point. And you understand that these conditions were just temporary because of, well, the certain circumstances. Now, there's no direct deprogram sort of program or magic anti-Kool-Aid she can drink or anything like that. Arasaka's, they went deep. They've embedded everything into her. It's real to her. As all of you have seen, you know, when you were in that brain dance, I'm sure you saw just how difficult it was to get out from the clutches of Arasaka, and well, she's in it. Now, we can pull her in, and we've got the top tech here to really kind of pull the realities from what she and anyone else within it construct. Very similar to what Arasaka did. You know, they put you in that, you're kind of driving. You're driving, they're manipulating, but they're pulling your memories and information as they go. And it's creating the brain dance as it goes. Well, this is very similar, but in a deprogramming sort of capacity. So, here's how this is going to work. She's in it now. It's about to take effect. We're going to have each one of you, one by one, enter this brain dance. You need to engage with Allie. You need to kind of pull her into some personal memories, some moments maybe you've had, some situations where you can kind of reinforce the loyalty between you, really make her feel that you're family and that Arasaka is not. Don't focus so much on the bad that Arasaka did or trying to convince her that she's brainwashed. It's not going to be that easy. You got to convince her that you're worth more. I think if we can go through all of you, she'll feel the importance. It's the only way that she'll have any chance to resist this and do the final sort of check on her exit. Bud, if you'd like to kind of lead this up.
Oh, sure. Me? Yeah.
Well,
the emotional intelligent one.
Well, based on what we've been following and witnessing from your past events and just the relationships that you've been building together over the course of this past year, and I mean, from working in Nash to being independent, it definitely seems like you all have a history together and you've been close.
Oh yeah.
I think, Bud, you have a history to get this started, but I'd love for you to kind of start it off because of that rush, for you to continue after Bud, and then Hades, in due light of your current relationship status and the things that you went through with Arasaka together with Allie. I'd like you to kind of be the finishing contact of memories. So Bud, please enter. You see the tech kind of going to hook you up. Yeah, the tech hooks you up. You get into the brain dances. Kind of like sinks you in, and you just kind of go weightless, losing yourself into the bright white. Now Allie, that bright white kind of that took over. All of a sudden, you can see next to you Bud appearing standing. Now, this is just like the Arasaka thing, except now the agency is with you two. It's not a brainwash situation. These memories, just like with what Arasaka did to Brainwash, were being pulled from you. You know, they gave you the propaganda and the Arasaka stuff, but you were in somewhat control and, okay, to get out of this, let's call our connection at Pacifica. Let's do this. Let's call Pox, get the hidden car, get the gang, you know, all the things you did. They were pulling out of your memories and things, creating it within their construct, right? In this sense, they're not brainwashing. They're trying to deprogram, and it's up to each of the individuals. So this is you creating this environment, these situations, these memories. Maybe going back, all of a sudden you're in a memory. You're witnessing, kind of like you know, the three ghosts in the Christmas Carol. You know, taking around. You know, Ghost of Christmas Past. Shit. You know, like taking you around. However you guys envision this going, go with it. Complete player agency. You're in white. You're in the brain dance. Allie, you're coming in. It's white. You know, you're still yourself. It's still brainwashed, still thinking. Bud, you're yourself, but you're in this. What do you think would appear first? How's this going to go? I would like Bud to kind of lead it up, since he's going in and trying to kind of control the memories, the conversations, to pull Allie into seeing his importance and of him and the team and all that good stuff.
What's up, Allie? This is sparse, isn't it?
Yeah, well,
hey,
I'm sure some sort of Militech propaganda will pop by any second now.
Hey, if here's a funny thought. If outside we're still in a brain dance, which I'm kind of, you know, half suspect we are. We're in a brain dance in a brain dance. It's wild, huh?
Is that
okay?
Is that meant to be amusing right now? I'm very pissed off with all of you.
No, I get that. And we gotta be here for each other. You remember when I was feeling super crappy, like real fish out of water here in Night City? No roots, no nothing. We hadn't been running together that long, but you invited me to start a brand new character on Elflines, and you and me stayed up like literally all night, starting at level 1, in my crappy shipping container.
Does it like sort to kind of like? It's almost like the shipping container folds around us, kind of thing, as we're like talking.
The piles of like energy drink cans,
yeah,
smash cans like appear, the bags of kibble, and you get the feeling of like the heat from the machines like running all night.
Yeah, your old place was a real dump.
Yeah, I'm working on making the new place a dump too.
I'm sure it won't take that long. But you gotta get home first.
That's right. We gotta get home. And for me, our home isn't like a shipping container or an apartment downtown. It's staying up all night and hashing it out while, questing in the wildlands. You really helped me out. If I didn't have you to talk to, then I don't know. I think I was gonna pack it all in, leave Night City. Probably would have gotten myself killed somewhere. But you showed me you were willing to put in, hours in the middle of the night just to make sure I didn't fly off the rails. I really appreciated that.
Well, I saw that you needed some friends, but all that talk about, heading off and dying on your own, is that any different to what's about to happen now?
Well, I think I'd rather we all stayed alive and stayed together. And whatever's happening now, it's splitting us apart. And I just thought I'd try and take us back to a point where we were as close as we'd ever been.
Feels like a long time's passed since then.
Sure has.
But it wasn't all that long ago, was it?
No, but life moves fast when you're an edge runner.
God, I forgot the smell of this place.
Yeah, well, once you've been in here for 4 hours, it kind of fades into the background.
How did I not say something? I guess I was being polite.
Yeah, I think so.
Well, your place really stank. I'm saying it now. Because I don't have
I'm sorry about that. But maybe I will try and keep the new place a bit cleaner, all right? If we're going to have do more all-nighters between gigs. Now we got those same characters at level 80 now, so.
Yeah. God. I mean, it's been gig to gig to gig. It's hard to remember that there were times where we just got to have fun.
Yeah. Everything the last month has been hella serious. That's fun some of the time, but I think we lost sight of, what we all have together. I know this is kind of corny and hanging out playing video games is, not the deepest memory ever, but you know, it's a moment that meant a lot to me, and the others are gonna come and talk to you as well. Just keep an open mind, okay? We're not your enemies. We're on the same side, all right? Just want you to remember that.
That would be... I just would really love to trust you guys again.
Get it back.
You can
Get out
try.
of this. Well, we'll start here.
Just kind of like lean over that old crappy computer and just, you know.
Yeah, and I think Bud would exit it, and at least leaving Allie with a sense of, like, you know, a slight, you know, leaning into not feeling alone at least a bit now, because now it's been kind of you versus them, just trying to understand why everyone's not just falling in line with Arasaka. And at least with this, like, you get a slight feeling of, like, you know, at least listen to the others, like, you know, this is family, and, like, you're at least not alone, regardless of what you think or whatever, you know. So at least a little bit of assurance with that. Maybe not fully, but a little, kind of leaning in the right direction. But yeah, Bud steps out of the brain dances. Rush gets hooked up and linked in, and Allie continues to kind of think about the circumstances and things going on, and maybe that scene where you're leaning over the computer where you were talking about kind of fades into a different scene or goes white or however it does, but I'll let Rush and Allie kind of take it from there as Rush enters.
Hey, kid.
Hey, Rush.
Hey.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I know.
Glasses. Must be
I don't
serious.
usually take them off, but yeah. Yeah, I'd say it's a little serious. You remember what it was like when we were in there. We were both brainwashed by Arasaka.
It's, all of those details. And I think as she's speaking, it's just like, it's almost like flashes of all that happened past season, you know, from like going in the tube and then coming out and flying over and in the hot zone, and like, you know, it's a blancmange of sounds between explosions, gunfire, you know, any of the like kind of Arasaka music that played while we were in the great, like in the grand hall. Like, it's just a total sensory overload of that. Yeah, I remember everything.
Then you
I
also
think
remember that I would die for you.
But that's the problem, Rush. You did. You all did.
Yeah. So you know how much we all love you. And that if we're doing this, it's for good damn reason. Remember everything that we've done. Together and for you. Remember your show. I never seen you as glorious as you were in that show. The way you handled that imposer that came in, that was amazing. But we were all there for you. We fought for you. And yeah, we'd die for you. And that's why right now, we're going to lengths to make sure that you can come out of this as you, and not what Arasaka wants you to be.
I think it would be like the scenery changing so that it's Rush and Allie on the stage where she performed the Bonbons gig.
Oh yeah.
But then also, like, it's just, but it's quiet. There's like, there's a crowd, but they're not making any noise.
Oh, I love that.
They're just kind of silent. And, like, it's that, but then on the stage surrounding Allie and Rush is the corpses of Bud, Rush, Hades, and Allie.
Nice.
I know that you guys love me, but don't you think I love you guys too?
Of course. Of course.
And
That's the relationship we have. We're family now, everything we've been through.
well, just want to do whatever I can to save you all.
Just like we want to do whatever we can to save you. Look, we didn't just die for you, we're living for you too.
Yeah. But it's not an... I just want more time. I don't want it to be a few brief moments of love. I want you guys to live. And Arasaka gave me a hand. They've got resources. We have trauma cards.
We're doing pretty well now, you know. We're pretty close to being able to get trauma cards anyway. Look. Arasaka can give you stuff. But the price isn't worth it. What they ask for in return, especially long term, it's too much. Look, I was in it too. I know what it's like to look at them, look at the ticket that they give you, to see everything that they offer. For me, it was an amazing life and an amazing future for Cypherus. I could finally get her out of Night City streets. I know she can take care of herself and she's tough. But I just try to do the best I can for her, you know. For me, that's what was most important, and that's the thing that almost kept me in it. But no. I came out. And I saw the truth. I saw Arasaka for who they really were, and so did you. You came out too. Time to come out again.
I think, like, the scenery will just get really distorted.
Oh yeah, I could see.
Point.
Yeah, I would like to think that, like, you know, between Bud kind of laying out the beginning steps of realizing the difference between the team and why they're there and what, you know, the reasoning behind it kind of made you at least be open-minded to it and think about it. And then Rush pulling these memories, absolutely. I think it's starting to shatter. You know, you're starting to see through it. And God,
Yeah,
what beautiful statements from Rush about, you know, the price not being worth it. And, you know, that's just, so good. Such good stuff. So yeah, I think describe the scene, Allie, as it's breaking and changing. Where do you think it would go from there?
I think it's the cognitive dissonance of, like, yes, in the brain dance, she came out of the brain dance, and, like, but then also currently she's still so she had a brainwashing, and then in the brainwashing she was not, like, it's that cognitive dissonance that's just making, like, all the scenery. And I think the people in the crowd changed from just, like, random onlookers, the crowd members that night, to then all being, like, those Arasaka goons who ended up gunning them down in the first brain dance. Like, their faces just lit up with those masks, and like, literally just, like, everything is getting grainy and low res. It's just like, I'm so tired of having to think, and you know what? There was a time, you're right. There was a time where I didn't trust Arasaka. But then they became our enemies. And I think that was worse. How are we gonna protect each other against all of this?
We just do our best like we always have. Look at this. We still survived. I know it felt real. It looked real. Trust me, I know. We're alive. We lived through even that. We lived through death. Arasaka can't steal everything from us. I mean, they try. They're not even quiet about trying to steal your soul. But look, you still have the rest of your life and we have the rest of ours. And I think we can fight it out, all of us together. Make the best of it.
Maybe it starts to fade now as
Yeah.
as Rush kind of, the tech leans in. They're kind of watching as Rush disconnects, and Hades steps in, plugs in, and fades to white as Hades enters the scene.
So it would be white, and Hades. I think Allie would hear like footsteps behind her, and I'm assuming she would turn around to look.
I think she might just, like, without looking, say, Hades, I'm scared to turn around and look at you.
So the footsteps keep going, and then she would kind of walk up to where she's standing right next to and look over at Allie, and then just keep walking forward. And she'd walk about 7-ish feet or so, and then stop, and she's still facing away. And then all around, the white starts taking shape of, like, just a nondescript city street, night city. It's dark, you can hear sirens in the distance, and the way I'm imagining this would play out is that Allie would see Hades standing there, and then she'd see Hades from a while back, like, running down the street. And they would both be seeing this happening.
Yeah.
And then kind of go into the being in it, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
So the Hades running down the street is real frantic, looking around, and I imagine that Allie comes running after her. Yeah, so the Hades going, no, you don't understand. We have to find her. We have to find her. We can't just let her be out here like this. She's here, and Hades is not turning around to look at her. She's just like looking around corners and buildings and through trash cans and like all the stuff. You she's here somewhere.
She's got to be around here somewhere.
I don't know. They said that she was down here. They said she was down here, and she, she's. I know that she got shot. I know. I mean, they said that, but I mean, she can't just be gone. She can't be. And Hades turns back around. She can't be gone.
Well, she might be.
She can't be. What are we gonna do if Persephone is gone? I mean, she's not gone. I mean, you know how these things are. Like, whenever we go on games and stuff like that, like, people are getting killed all the time, and it's, I mean, it's not
Hades.
really, it's not really a kill thing.
Hades, she's gone.
She's
okay,
not.
and we can spend every night out here looking for her, but we're not gonna find her. We're wasting our time.
And Hades was just kind of slowly sink down. Then, what are we gonna do?
I don't know.
I mean, she's always been there, it's always been the three of us. And what will we do if she's not here? I mean, it's not gonna be the same. I'm not gonna be the same. You're not gonna be the same. Nothing's gonna be the same. It's all gonna be different. That's what happens when stuff like this happens.
I don't know what to say, Hades. She's just gone, okay? She's just gone. Because that's what happens. in this city. You lose people.
But what do I do? Like, if people are just gonna be gone all the time, what do we do? I can't have people just being gone. I mean, you know, you've heard, you were there. I can't have people being gone. I can't. Like, it's too much. I mean, what if you're gone at some point?
Hades, I'm thinking we need to accept that Percy is gone, but also that could be me, or it could be you. Maybe that's the secret, is just to, we just don't get that close then.
It's not, you know, it's not Percy that I feel bad for. You know, like, she's never gonna have to deal with any of this again.
Yeah.
But I mean, we're still here right now, right?
We are.
I mean, you're all I have left. And my grandma, you know, she's pretty old and she's so angry. And you're it, you know. I mean, you can't go. I'm gonna lose my mind. Like, if things don't stay the same between us, I'm going to go crazy.
Hades, I'll always love you, but I don't want you to feel this way again. And maybe it's just too dangerous to love as an edge runner.
No, you don't mean it. You don't mean it.
I think, again, like,
you wouldn't mean it.
I think again, things are gonna get, like, grainy.
As soon as they start getting grainy,
yeah,
the scene kind of fades away, and then another one pops up where Hades is, and it's a really brief one, where Hades is kind of in her space alone, and Allie's just watching. The now Allie.
Yeah.
But you can see she's in her home by herself, and she's walking around, and you see, like, if there's a clock or anything like that, you can see that it starts spinning really fast, and she's walking around the same speed, and, like, you can see days and nights, you know, getting dark and light, getting dark and light, and as that's happening, you can see, like, her eyes start getting a little wilder and stuff like that, and as she's walking around, you know, it would start off like, I mean, this will be fine. I mean, this will be fine. And this, as time starts going, her voice starts pitching up, like, well, you know, I mean, it doesn't make any sense. Like, why is that? No, it's fine. You know, I mean, I can go on and play my games, and it'll be fine. It'll be fine. And then that kind of fades away, and then the last one would be, it kind of comes into focus where it's the bathroom at Arasaka where Allie and Hades had their moment, came back together, but there's no, like, past figures or anything. It's just the two of them standing there. And Hades just standing there looking at her.
I don't know what you want me to say.
I don't think there is anything to say, you know? I think that there are only so many days we have, you know? Too few to have anyone else be in control of them. And I think there's some things that are worse than death.
think... God, I was such a dick back then.
I mean, to be fair, like, you know, I mean, I guess you were... No, you were. I don't guess. I know you're going through stuff, too, and
I didn't want to be your everything in case you lost me. But...
Well, at least now we can spread it around more people, you know? I mean, you know those two boneheads. Like, they're good for stuff, you know? I mean, they're always there. They've always been real protective and stuff. And just, like, a bunch of scenes flashing through of, like, you know, when Rush, like, early on, when they're in the warehouse and stuff, like, help carry Hades out. And, like, various different moments from all around, like, when Bud, like, jumped in front, was, like, you know, holding people off with the guns and stuff like that. And just all these different scenes kind of happening around.
I love that.
Of course I love them, but you're my person, but no matter what I do, I can't deal with it all. When we lost Percy, I pushed everyone away so that they didn't get hurt, and you got hurt, and now I'm trying to hold on, and you still get hurt. So
maybe don't push us away then.
I don't want to, but...
And Hades would kind of come forward and like give her a hug. Listen, and like just like kind of quiet and in her ear. Listen. We're all gonna die at some point. Hey, it can be together, it can be apart, but right now we're together. I think that's what matters. And I think at that, like, she kind of, Hades, like, gives her a squeeze and then kind of disappears.
Yeah, and I think...
as Hades comes out of the thing.
Yeah, I think the scene would definitely be pixelating and cracking and breaking as, you know, Allie, you're definitely having, you know, conflicted thoughts and emotions, right? Like, all the emotions are pulling in one direction as you're trying to rationalize it in the other, but it just doesn't make sense to you. It absolutely doesn't make sense to you. You know, this is your family, these are your friends. You know, I would even almost think that some memories get lost from you as the brain dance, before you get pulled out, cycles through all these things within seconds that feel like a lifetime to you, where you're almost witnessing Rush and Bud, Hades individually growing old, kind of in a time-lapse form, in their separate lives without you, and everyone kind of separate, and like it just has this empty feeling as it quickly flashes into all of you, like doing missions together and growing old together and living, and family, and Rush having a family, and like all these things like quickly racing through, and it's like you're just being torn. And it's just all this emotional roller coaster, basically, as suddenly you see everything pull to white, and you kind of wake up out of the isolation tank and sit up as you see Rush, Bud, Hades standing around you with Militech, the tech running the machine, and they're looking at you, and they're all just staring at you as Hades gives me a resist torture and drugs check, remembering that this is the last roll until next year as far as me as GM here. I would suggest using all your luck, all your +2s. I'm not going to use my -2s here.
Yeah. How many more +2s?
If there's any other +2s in chat, I would say drop them for Allie now.
We've got 3, I think.
Nice. Oh, look, there's another one.
Oh, there's another one. There's another one.
Did you get any pluses from our scenes?
Yeah, let's give a +3, a +1 from each. I don't want to overdo it because we've got chat bringing them in heavy. But yeah, let's give another +3 just from each individual. You know, 1, 1, 1.
Did you say Hades is rolling or I'm rolling?
You're rolling, Allie.
I think you're rolling.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh my god, if Hades comes out of that brainwash, I don't even know what to do.
Woo! Okay.
She's fine, and you're like, I think Arasaka's really...
Hades comes out, she's like, man, she made some good points.
She made some really good points. Hey, look, another +2. Okay. There's a couple more +2s.
Oh my god. Oh
just
my god.
Okay. Take them all. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. That's 10. +10. +13.
Do we just use them all on the one?
Yes. I mean, using all those +2s and some luck, it's like you don't even have to roll, to be honest. But you have to just in case there's a critical fail. You always have to roll, you know. But
that's
go for it.
True. Okay. Well, hang on. I guess I'll have to.
But you've beat the DV just with +2s, which is pretty awesome for chat to do that for you.
Real MVP chat.
12.
For real.
That's like 14 plus the 3.
I like. Wait. Let's just take a moment
16.
before you make that roll. Before you make that roll, let's just take a quick moment to notice Australis plays in.
Australis plays no.
Saying,
no,
so I take it
no.
now wouldn't be the right time to drop a negative plot twist.
I mean,
let's hold off. Let's hold off, please.
We don't know how coming out of a brainwashing like that would have longer term effects, even if she was to be unbrainwashed.
That's true too.
Your
That's
brain
true, too.
melts out your ears.
If you want to do some, long term damage, Australis, do it.
She just comes out completely different. Hey guys, what y'all doing?
Oh, I could just use my normal. Oh my god, I could just use my normal voice. I come out with an Australian accent. That's
Allie,
what
when
happens.
have you ever been to Australia?
I've always been in Australia, mate.
All right, let's go for it. Let's do this. All right, let's do the
Okay.
resist torture and
All right,
drugs.
resist
Make
torture
sure you
and
add in,
drugs.
in the little mod. Make sure you put all the +2s you're
Yeah,
using, any
I've
luck,
got a
anything.
plus
and
16.
let's go for it. Let's see how this ends up. Don't forget the +3 from the teammates. You added those in. Cool.
That's a 28.
Nice. Yeah, you killed it as Allie steps up. And Allie, as the white fades to reality and you see Hades' Bud Rush standing in front of you, you just have this overwhelming feeling like, oh, I haven't seen them in forever. And you're finally back. It's almost like, you've been gone forever and you're back and you have all these emotions. Like, you're just so happy to be back. You're loving, but you're also like a little bit embarrassed and like, just all these emotions coming over as you come out of the brain dance. And I'll let you all take it from there.
Are you still mad? Okay, does she look mad? Rush, does she look mad? Is she mad? Are you mad?
I think she's still mad. Ah! Is she mad?
I think
can't
she's
tell.
just gonna I guess she's like sitting up in the brain dance thing. I'm imagining it looks like an MRI kind of thing.
Yeah.
So yeah, she's like now sitting up. I think she's just gonna like yank Hades in, like onto her lap and just give her a kiss.
Nice.
Second time is even better.
For the record, still a little bit mad. So you're gonna have to make it up to me.
That's fair. That's fair. I mean, I did, I know we said we weren't going to lie to each other, except if it's, holidays or surprises, and I realized that you coming in and being manhandled was a little bit of a bad surprise, but,
Well, I'm just saying my ring, my hand is looking really bare. I'm just, if you wanted ways to make it up to me.
Well, I
Just
will
a
have you know,
suggestion.
I did just come in to a small fortune of 5,000 eddies.
Wow. It sounds really great.
And
What
is
is
that?
it they say? You got to spend 3 gigs worth.
Absolutely.
Yeah, and
I'm
what-
worth that much.
Yeah, and after Allie steps out, what was that, Allie?
Oh, I think, she would, like, after she kisses Hades, she's just gonna, like, kind of stand up and, like, get Bud and Rush in a big hug, in a big bear hug.
Yay!
Welcome back, you big sellout.
Yeah. Third time's free, right?
Yeah. Well,
There-
I didn't want to have to break it to your fans that you'd gone corporate.
Yeah, I appreciate that. Although, it's not a bad idea for those, look, I don't want to get into it, but there's a lot of people who want to pay to lick boots.
Hey, some people like those dress suits.
That's right. Yeah. God, you guys mean a lot to me.
And Rush's reaction?
He's happy. He's staying a little quiet, but when there's a moment, he says, "Happy to have you back there, kitten."
I'm happy to be back.
And right then,
I'm sorry for all the hell I put you through.
General Lundy kind of steps in at that moment as you all kind of have your reconnection back from all this time, and he leans in. Well, I'm glad to see the
We're on a
team.
circle. He pops into like the group. Whoa!
You are imposing.
He is in the hug. He's actually part of it.
No one said you could join the group hug.
No, he doesn't. He lets you, have your moment. And when you guys are done kind of reconnecting, hugging, having your moment, and Rush says his final words and you kind of separate, then he kind of steps into the area to say, well, it looks like the team's back to normal, and he looks towards Rush. I think this could be the beginning of our business relationship.
Yeah, you said family before. I've heard that spiel. Let's keep this business for now, huh?
That can work for me.
All right.
And let's end the session right there with basically General Donald Lundy as 10th rank operator, Fixer Rush's major corporation head. So now you basically have General Lundy, on the board of directors of Militech as one of your main connections there as far as a corporate head. And as we've seen in this session, you're basically somewhat teaming up with Militech. We'll see where this goes in the next session, but they're wanting you to carry forth with the Arasaka, getting the AI and bring it to them. You trade numbers. We'll kind of take it from where we left off when we get back here. Now keep in mind, chat, we're not going to be back to this exact campaign until after the holidays. I do have some serious film gig stuff going on. It's going to kind of keep me out of the loop for most of the days of the week. I will be running some stuff on weekends here and there for Cybernation Uncensored, but other than that, I'm going to be a bit missing in action for the next couple months. So again, this campaign will be back after the holidays. We will do a nice recap. We'll make sure everyone's on the same page before we dive in. But by all means, do not forget about this team and every Thursday's stream. We do have some things planned coming up. Working out some details with Sirenscape and some other fun stuff. So hopefully over the next couple months, you'll see some more of this team and players and maybe some unique streams and things going on. And then, like I said, we'll be back next year. So hopefully this campaign has been fun for everyone to watch. I know the past few have been a roller coaster, and it continues to kind of get crazy. This was a nice emotional ride. I really enjoyed the ending moment of pulling Allie out of this whole brainwash situation. I mean, just props to the players for just top-notch acting and just a role playing, just so impressive. And then all of chat for contributing and being part of it. Absolutely love that so much. I know there was lots of talk about like, I'm not crying, you're crying, and what an emotional ride. And like, again, just such props to the players for just diving into these plot twists and story ideas and just bringing them to life and just giving it such depth. It was just so awesome to watch and be part of. So thanks to the players, thanks to chat, and we'll see you next time. Take care.
And thanks to Rob. Woo woo.
Yes.
Yes.
Zero.